Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this morning question and answer, and where we will be addressing a lot of concern. This morning, we are live on Facebook as well for the first question and answer today. And before we go forward, I will want to bring a video which we'll be doing from chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, until we get to the point where you will understand how freedom, how liberation is done. As we are playing this, we know that our viewers today will be coming from different platforms. We are live on Enter Biafra Channel 1. We are live on Enter Biafra live streaming app. Those watching through the live streaming app are not able to comment yet. That issue will be fixed very soon. You are watching also from the Enter Biafra YouTube and other social media platform. What we are going to be doing this morning is that as we go forward in this question and answer, we will be listening to this music in background. That is the spirit direct that we do. So as we are bringing in people who are asking questions, you will be hearing the music in background. It will be going on and off. The music will be going on and off. So when you come in, you ask your questions or make your contribution or make your comment. As you are making that, the music will be playing in a very low key. Low key. Not the low key of Aso Rock, but it will be playing in low key. Okay? Somebody say your light is on. So we'll be playing in low key. Now, when after you finish speaking, the time is coming, and before the next person, we are going to hide the volume again, like this. Now, you see, we will be bringing new things in the struggle to make sure that the enemy don't see that we are in pain. Now, before we go forward into this today's question and answer, without wasting your time, Fulani terrorist is calling cyber terrorist. Without wasting your time, I want everyone to watch and listen.
Sun Tzu and the Art of War. Chapter 1, Laying Plans. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected." The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. These are: 1. The moral law. 2. Heaven. 3. Earth. 4. The commander. 5. Method and discipline. The moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler, so that they will follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. Heaven signifies night and day, cold and heat, times and seasons. Earth comprises distances, great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. By method and discipline are to be understood the marshalling of the army in its proper subdivisions, the graduations of rank among the officers, the maintenance of roads by which supplies may reach the army, and the control of military expenditure. These 5 heads should be familiar to every general. He who knows them will be victorious. He who knows them not will fail. Therefore, in your deliberations, when seeking to determine the military conditions, let them be made the basis of a comparison. In this wise: 1. Which of the 2 sovereigns is imbued with the moral law? 2. Which of the 2 generals has most ability? 3. With whom lie the advantages derived from heaven and earth? 4. On which side is discipline most rigorously enforced? 5. Which army is stronger? 6. On which side are officers and men more highly trained? 7. In which army is there the greater constancy, both in reward and punishment? By means of these 7 considerations, I can forecast victory or defeat. The general that hearkens to my counsel and acts upon it will conquer. Let such a one be retained in command. The general that hearkens not to my counsel, nor acts upon it, will suffer defeat. Let such a one be dismissed. While heeding the profit of my counsel, avail yourselves also of any helpful circumstances over and beyond the ordinary rules. Accordingly, as circumstances are favorable, one should modify one's plans. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must seem inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near. Hold out baits to entice the enemy, feign disorder, and crush him. If he is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. If he is taking his ease, give him no rest. If his forces are united, separate them. Attack him when he is unprepared. Appear where you are not expected. These military devices leading to victory must not be divulged beforehand. Now, the general who wins a battle makes many calculations in his temple ere the battle is fought. The general who loses a battle makes but few calculations beforehand. Thus, do many calculations lead to victory and few calculations to defeat? How much more no calculation at all? It is by attention to this point that I can foresee who is likely to win or lose. Chapter.
Thank you very much. We are going to continue with chapter 2 during the evening broadcast, where we have the normal broadcast, Waging of War. And I want you, after this particular interactive session, you can go and listen to that particular video again so you can learn something from it. On this note, we are going to open our line. And remember, we don't actually have line to open here. So what we do is to post the link, and we expect you to join by clicking on the link and bringing your questions and your concern. Here we go.
Jesus. Alpha and Omega.
Nyabiawo. 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 Na nyaga. Na nyaga. Na nyaga. If the room is full, you just wait as people are going out, you are coming in because I can see that the room is full already. People are trying to get in. So when the thing is kicking you out, do not just go. Just continue to try. As people are going out, it is allowing you other people to come in. Na nyaga. Na nyaga. Na nyaga. Na nyaga. Tochukwu, good morning from here. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Mazi Simon.
From here.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm calling from Spain.
Welcome to the program.
All right, sir. First of all, I want to quickly appreciate you. We indeed the part is like seeing you is just I don't even know. I'm filled with so much emotion and joy.
Yes, at the same time.
So I want to quickly appreciate. And now I want to pose my question, sir.
Go ahead.
The legal council, the legal team have told us that our leader has been injected. But we have a question there because they have not told us what he was injected of and when he was injected, because I believe it is not after the court they injected him. So that place, we need clarification, sir. Thank you. And I say kudos to your good work. We are solidly behind you.
Thank you very much. But let me ask you, where did you read that he was injected?
Well, that is what has been trending on the social media.
I have not come across that.
Okay. I don't know how to. Maybe somebody else in this program will be able to send it to you, since I don't have your direct link.
Okay. Somebody said, I have not come across where the legal counsel said he was injected. Of course, if they have said something like that, of course, Biafra would like to know, just like you asked, is the question, like who injected him and when and why. Yeah, okay. So we would like to have that clarification, of course.
Okay,
So
sir.
I need to see. I have not come across such thing.
All right, sir.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Shijoke, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi Simon. Good morning from here.
Good morning.
I'm so happy and delighted to be in your program this morning.
You're welcome.
Severally I've tried to join, but at the end of the day, I will not be able to enter the room because the room easily gets filled. But today, I was just waiting like like a hungry lion to jump in.
You succeeded today.
So I have some questions to ask.
Go ahead.
Since the last court order of our leader, all of us saw what happened, and it has really been a very big concern to all Biafrans. So my question now is, going forward from here, because it seems as if the leadership, we don't know what actually is happening again. What is the way forward? what are they actually doing to free our leader? Because I'm afraid if our leader is to stay in DSS dungeon till January, every Biafran, every concerned Biafran should be afraid of his health and his life. So what is the next step? Biafrans are waiting to hear what next. Where are we in this struggle now? What is the way forward? What is the way forward? Are we just going to sit down and look and watch? I want to know what is the way forward. Where are we going from here? That's my question.
The way forward is that, first of all, a lot of things are happening. You see that the traditional rulers from the eastern part of Nigeria, they visited the Aso Rock yesterday. And if you know that for a few days now, we have been hammering that we want to know when they want to go to the Abuja, and we want to know the
Yeah.
outcome of the Abuja, and we want to know the schedule and all that. So, fortunately, the good news is that they went to that Abuja yesterday. And then, of course, we have seen the press release from the presidency. Yes, everything is good. But then we are not backing down, and we are not coming down, and we are not reducing the pressure an inch. Rather, we are increasing it. And that's why, because of the report coming from the our council about the situation and the health status of our leader, we decided that we have to start to call the subconsciousness of Biafrans all over the southern Nigeria to begin to consider joining the voluntary sit at home, which the Biafrans in Biafra land have been observing every Monday. Okay, we need to see other people joining this particular voice to let the Nigeria government and then the entire other part of the world that are interested in what is going on in Nigeria to know that it is not actually what they think, because some people are claiming that they are afraid to come out. That's why people are sitting at home, but everybody knows it is not true. So those people who understand the marginalization of Biafra people, Ndi Igbo, and all that, especially those who are doing business outside Biafra land, who are in the southern part of Nigeria, from Benin to Lagos to Oyo to Ogun to all those places. We need to see their businesses, at least, the marketplace where they are. We need to see them come in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of that particular press release. We need to see them, to come in solidarity with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the other people in Biafra land. This is one of the way forward. Once this is done, once we are able to call the subconsciousness of these people, other Biafrans that are outside Biafra land, to join this Monday sit at home, we are not even expecting that everybody join, but at least let there be the effect of that some people did not open shop because of this what we have just read, and then they need to rise up to speak that okay, they are concerned about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is one of the way to send a very strong warning to the government and to other people who may not understand what is going on. So this is one of the way forward. In addition to what is going on background already. So because we read the message and read the press release, does not mean that we should just go and start sleeping. Okay. And then also,
Okay.
because your question borders on the press statement, a lot of people are wondering that why is it that when the legal council come to write about our leader is in high spirit and all that, we don't normally, somebody like me, I don't share it on my page. But immediately they updated that our leader is sick and raising alarm. I update it immediately. You see, I have to clarify that particular issue today. I am not interested in hearing how good my leader is doing in DSS dungeon. Do you understand me? Because I know some
Yes,
people
sir.
will come to the question. So I am not interested in hearing that. That is the reason why I cannot share that. I cannot share any update telling me how good our leader is doing. I don't want to share that, and I cannot share it. But I want to share when our leader raise alarm. That is what I want to share. Because if I'm sharing that our leader is doing good, everybody is going to relax, and we don't want to be hearing that. I want to hear that our leader is doing very bad and is raising an alarm, because only then people will understand what he's going through. Nobody will be in DSS dungeon, no matter what, and then he will be and then he's always on a high spirit. Okay, we don't want to hear that. We want to make people to be uncomfortable, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be comfortable in DSS dungeon. And so anybody is coming to ask me this question today, and it is not to attack or insult anybody, but this is my own understanding. This is my own personal opinion, and I think I am very right to that my opinion. So I choose what I share to the best
I have
interest
another
of
question, Samuel.
and to the best interest of the struggle. What I feel I don't want to share, I don't want to promote, is because I don't want to promote it. I don't want to promote that our leader is doing fine. I don't want to promote it. I want to promote the one that is very fact. When he raised that alarm, I promoted it immediately, and I responded, reacted immediately what I should react, and I also called the traditional rulers that if something is not done, we are going to open the gate of hell. And actually, that particular statement and update still stand, because until we see him released. Thank you.
I have another question, Simon.
Go ahead.
Hello, Mazi Samuel.
Go
Okay, another
ahead.
question I want to ask is that, having seen what is going on in Biafran land now, because currently from Biafran land is in everybody is living in danger, is living in fear because of what the military is doing currently. Having seen all these things, and leadership is seeing the bombardment, the strike, and everything going on, killing innocent civilians. In fact, the number of people being killed every day, young people, 90% it doesn't appear on news anywhere. 90%. The question is, what is they doing? What is, because we've not seen what their action towards all our southeast leaders. They are using army that are gradually reducing the population of young people that they think that might come out tomorrow to fight if anything like war breaks out. They are gradually reducing population all over Igbo land, especially in Imo State. What is the leadership doing?
Well, the question should go to the leadership. I don't understand which of the leadership, but whichever the question should go to the leadership. I am not part of
Hello,
any
Maz, can you
leadership.
hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think we
Yes, I can hear
listen.
you now.
Okay, so I am not part of any leadership now. So the question is directed to the leadership. They have not briefed me on what they are doing, so I don't answer the question that belong to the leadership. So the question is to the leadership, and they are watching. So I believe that one of these days the leadership will address that. Another thing is that the Biafra land, those leaders, political leaders in Biafra land, of course, it is a problem that we have found ourselves, that they don't understand the the agenda of the Fulani, so they can never understand it, and we are not expecting them to understand it, because these are the people who will want to protect their wealth, their ill-gotten wealth, from corruption. So they can never support what we are doing. Rather, they want to make sure they suppress everybody and remain king. They want to make themselves God in our land. So they will continue to protect that interest. But the thing is that how we handle them, how we'll allow them, if we continue to allow them to do that, is of course the what we have to choose, whether we want to allow them to continue to do that, because our future is at stake and the future of our generation is at stake if we continue to allow them to do that. So I agree with you. They are reducing the number of our men, and then by the time they finish reducing this number of our men, they will bring the real war. And what you see Gumi doing today, opening a school, everybody knows that is not a school. They just want to formalize the terrorist camp in Kaduna. They want to formalize officially, make it official, a terrorist camp, and then they call it school. Who built school in the forest? Who opened school in the forest? What kind of school are you opening in the forest? It is a terrorist camp they are opening opening, but they want to legalize. The Nigeria state that is sponsoring them is going to give them legitimacy to continue to in the name of opening school. But we know it is not school. That is a place where they are going to train people that will bring war into our land. So thank you very much. I agree with you, and we need to think about it, and very urgently. That is one of the things I also.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
That is one of the thing I am advocating. That as we embark on this civil disobedience, more strategies will be coming up. And one of our demand of that civil disobedience and those of people who are going to be joining disobedience is that the troop in Biafra land should be pulled out. You understand? Mm-hmm. We are demanding the troop be pulled out. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to free those who have been arrested by the DSS, all the Biafrans and all that. So it is part of the demand that the troop be pulled out. And once we begin to show seriousness, only that time, this leadership and the people of the southeast or south or the eastern Nigeria or land, those leaders there will be able to do something. And of course, it will also come to a point where we'll begin to enter the economy, how they generate the economy, how they generate the GDP and all that. So we will start to attack that particular part, either by making sure that the business people will refuse paying all those tax or something. So all those things are things that we need to see how to use civil disobedience to cripple the economy of this government. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Eze Chigozie Henry, welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Good morning, Simon.
Make I play some music for you. All right. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Brother, I'm not fine. Simon, I think I will hurt you.
Go ahead and hurt me, no problem.
I think we are playing in this struggle. Because you know why I'm telling you, with all due respect, I've made up my mind. That's why I see anytime I come to your platform, I show my face. I've made up my mind. And I think I've asked myself one simple question. Because I know these people. I've lived with them in the north. And I know what is at stake with all these our people in the people representing the eastern people, all the governors and everything. I know what they're doing. And I don't want to disrespect the DOS, and I will never disrespect them, because I learned a lot of things from the last time I spoke to you. There's something you told me, and I apply wisdom to be more careful with my utterances of my words, because they are not my problem. I think there's one thing I believe in this struggle. I believe we are not prepared. Because why I say we are not prepared, you see all this thing we are talking about, I've dreamed over this thing. And if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everybody's looking up to you. And the way you see these people treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have a very big plan. And being the European people, they know what it means if Biafra come. They know what is going to happen to the slave trade of the marketing in Africa. They know that Biafra is going to be an open eye to other African people to follow our footsteps, how we got our freedom. That is what they're avoiding. And they are keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu like slow and steady. I live with these people. I know what I've lived in the north. And that's why I told you there's a difference between Hausa people and Fulani people. There's a difference between Hausa people and Fulani people, and the Fulani people have shut down the real Hausa people. They don't have voice to say in the north. I have brothers in the north. If you can't say anybody here where they call Niger State, the biggest market in Niger State, they call it Suleja. If you come, the same thing happened 1993 in Kaduna. I told you that Aero 5 destroyed everything that has to do with Igbo people in Abuja when he was a minister of house and this thing in Abuja.
Yes. Yes.
We have a very big business in Apo village called where the Igbo people sell motor pass. I know many things about these people. The Osa people, the Fulani people, we call them Agwe. So when you see all these things, the people that makes all these things to be more difficult for us, I know them, and I don't want to mention their name here. The only thing I want to beg you, brother, if you are fighting a war, this is a guerrilla war. If you are not prepared, believe me. And the key point of this foundation of this struggle is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if anything happened to him, my brother, how are we prepared in times of we in the diaspora here to go down? I've been lamenting this thing every day. How many men are ready? Even though it's coming to maybe, I don't know your contact, I don't know the contact you have, but I believe in you. And I wouldn't want you to disappoint me because me, Mazi, I'm a strong heart of you. I am not ashamed to speak it here. That I can't see Gabande and Ike. And you are feel it in the spirit because we are fighting against principalities and powers or rulers of darkness. And the biggest problem we have in this struggle is we, the Igbo people.
Yes.
And what I want to tell you today, prepare for your enemy. But let me make your enemy in this program to understand. One thing Onyendu told me and teach me, anytime you are broadcasting, and every platform that is broadcasting on this program, Sigoze is taking a notice of all of your name. Anything you are doing, talking about Mazi Simon EKPA, the truth we're going to prevail. And this is the process. Being diplomatic, I know you have been diplomatic. But let's not forget one thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering for me, Chigozie. Anywhere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Abuja, I know where he is in Abuja. I live in Abuja from 1996. I know where he is. Before this DSS, the first people is SSS. The person you see talking here, I've been in the villa during the time of Abacha. I've been in the villa. The person you see here, I've been in the villa. During that time of SSS people, I've been in the villa because the SS people, they come to our shop to buy market. We sell motor pass in Apo village, in Abuja. During that time, I'm telling you, I know how these people operate. That's why I tell you, there's a difference between Hausa and Fulani people. So what I'm trying to make you to understand, we are here. Some people never hear gun sound. Some people, we are here in social media talking. When you come, I was privileged again to meet Mustafa in Krikri Yard with Adebende, with Maurice Ibekwe in Krikri Yard in Lagos. So God be it. And anything I'm saying here, if I'm lying, Allah Biafra him. I am out for this thing, but how are we prepared, my brother? This thing we are talking now, there's what they call due process of like we are there. Look at what happened that day in the court. Take notice of it. Why they don't want the lawyer from the state to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know why? Because there's something Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell that lawyer, and they are preventing that man. There is something going on the ground. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told us that if he died on this struggle, Biafra will come quick. But I am telling you today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die if we don't take something serious. I am telling you people, we might be talking everything on social media. My advice to you, if you want me, I will call you on your private. I will tell you this, and I've told you before you started this program 2019 when I started following you. I say there is men that we have to recruit here in South Africa, in Colombia, in every part. This struggle is not a joking thing because I don't want my generation to pass through what I passed through. If I die, I will die. I will die one day, but I believe I will die for a good cause because we all in Europe here, we know what we are passing through. Brother, there is no part of Europe you go today, you don't see Biafran people in the prison. Because of documents, our people are jumping from Malaysia down in the bridge. Brother, men are going, and God is not happy with us. Brother, prayer without work is vanity. I am telling you from my own experience. Men, we have men. Look at what is happening in Biafra land now. People, I'm asking God, say, how did Umburu Miri enter Biafra land?
I don't know.
How did Umburu Miri enter Biafra land? Men, Yezara. There is something going on that ground. People don't know. We are ranting. Mkpuru mmiri, go and know what is mkpuru mmiri. You lost your brains of thinking. And before you do, mkpuru mmiri go make you go even kill your papa. People don't know. We think we are joking. They are killing men in Biafra land now. People don't know.
They push it into
People
our
don't know.
They push it into our life.
Give me this time. Men don't know that. You see this mkpuru mmiri, brother. We are not talking about healthcare. There's no healthcare in Biafra land. There is no money. Everything is increasing. Go and check $1 now is almost 800 naira to Nigerian currency. No school, no future. My brother, first way you go give him first way they flog king. Say because of him taking Mmiri, did you give him work? They say an idleness is a devil workshop. Men are dying. Men are dying. Process, and they are you and our people who are the representatives of every people that say they are Ezindibu. They are doing, their children are not in Biafra land. My brother, there's a difference between worshiping God and there's a difference between worshiping Satan. The problem is in Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi, Mazi Simon Ekpa. There's something God will be angry with you. You know why God will be angry with you? You know what to do, but you are respecting people. And if you search your conscience very well, there is something God is telling to you. My brother, there's sometimes you need to step into some people's toes. He said you need to step into some people's toes. You know why? Anybody that have taken money for this struggle, brother, your generation yet unborn will suffer. Some people are taking money. My brother, this money will not lead you to your salvation with God. Biafra is a spirit, and the spirit will haunt you. I am telling you. What I am telling you today, Mazi Simon, please, search your conscience very well. There is something God is telling you. And don't be disobedient when God is talking to you. Before God gave you that name, Simon, go and check the meaning of that your name, Simon. Don't joke. You have to step into people's toes. Because we are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have lost his mother, lost his father. Even your own brother can be a traitor to you because of that title. So people can be under you. I don't want to be under another person, and I don't want people to be under me. What I am thinking for is what we met in this planet Earth. That's what I'm telling you. If I die today, let it be the will of God or Chukwuokike Abioma. But men are in this abroad. We are ranting in social media, talking every day. We're not ready. Why we say we're not ready? How many men are in this rope to back on Biafra land? Something is going wrong, brother. If we never shake that Biafra land, the Gois Mazi Nnamdi Kanu they do talk because they have been waiting for this for a long time. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that is the light.
Yes,
is the light, and when they hold the head, every part of the body is not going to be functioning very well. That is why you see everything that is happening on social media because he's not there. And I will remember what he told you. That word is a word of wisdom. That is part of what he's telling you is what is happening today. Mazi Nnamdi said, if he die, Biafra will come very fast. But Michiko said, I challenge that word. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die. If we don't do anything, Simon, if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know how you're going to be in your life. If you lose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you particularly, Simon, if you lose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't think there's anything you achieve. Even when Biafra come, I don't think you enjoy that Biafra if you lost that man. Because of wisdom that God has given to him. There's something Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have that he has not even yet exposed to us. Because he's a special human being given to us by God. Because he said, everybody in this place, go and know who you are. God didn't create Chigoze because of money. Because money is nothing. But life is more important to me. This is how did he enter Biafra land? They are using it to destroy men, women. What is still going? God everywhere now. How did this enter to Biafra land? Nobody cares to know why this thing entered. This is a process. It's a process. But what are we doing? We come every day. If they shake us small, we go come. We go feel the pain. My brother, any man that is not prepared for a battle, brother, prepare to lose it. It's not about God. God has given us everything, but how are we prepared? You can read from book of Psalm to any verses in the Bible. Why do you say in the same Bible, say, the children of God suffered violence and the violence was being taken by force? Means that there's some people we need to step onto their toe. Mazi, there is something God is telling you, and as my spirit is telling me to tell you today, that thing God is telling you, if you don't do it, Simon, if you don't do it, brother, that's why before I speak what I'm telling you today, I say I'm going to step on your toes, because there's something you can do today, brother. Men will come to you. One day, anahabaka log. Anahabaka alog. One day, go Shikwado. Thank you.
Thank you very
so
much.
Brother, if you want me to call you privately,
yeah,
I will do that. There is something I don't want to speak here. There are men that is waiting for your command.
Chigos, you know, I really like the way you spoke. Sometimes somebody like you, if not that we are in spirit, somebody like you will bring even the dead man alive. You know, the way you speak will make a dead man to rise up and start doing something. I really appreciate that. We will talk in private. Okay, no problem.
Where do you want me to call you, sir?
Just first of all, send me a message, info at EKPA.
Brother, I have all your contacts since you started this in 2019. I have you, and if you can remember, the same thing I'm telling you today, I told you. When do you want me to call you?
Just send me a message first.
I will do that today. Before that kind 7 o'clock today, I will do that.
Yeah, send me a message first, and no problem. But
thank you so much, sir.
I've had it. I have it. You are.
Thank you so much. Right. I'm still on the program, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Good afternoon from here, Chinwe. Good morning.
Good morning,
Welcome
Simon.
to the program. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for everything that you've been doing and then working hard and just be yourself, as you keep repeating. Be yourself and stand by the truth, because I always like somebody that speaks the truth. Now, having said that, I don't know if you have seen this voice message that Don Prince sent out. Have you listened to it?
Don Prince?
Yes, there's a voice message he sent out about the dream he had on the 16th. And in that, he has a lot of information on that. It's better for you to listen to that voice message. I can send it to you. I don't know. So, but in other words, he was calling like that he had a dream, and then he was able to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that dream, and then lots of information. I don't know if anybody listening, dear friends, if you are listening, have that voice message, you can send it to Simon so that he will listen to it. He's calling for unification of all of us so that will work, because that's in your broadcast yesterday, you said something that is striking, that has been on my mind for a long time. Um, that is calling about all the evils in the south, not only southeast, like those of them in Lagos, because we are the ones that is operating that country. Because if all those markets will shut down, everybody will participate, which is what God wants us to do. He
Yes.
wants every one of us to participate. It's the best thing that we can do. And in his message, he also called upon all these traditional rulers, everybody to join hands. But he said that we have to come out to demonstrate and nothing will happen. God promised us that nothing will happen. Nobody's going to shoot. But we have to do that within 14 days. If we do that, you will see. Everybody People will be surprised how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out from there. He will be the way he will look. We will not like it, like his looks, but in the end, he will come out and we will get what we want. But he wants all of us to unite and stop fighting. Stop fighting. I don't know. I'm just trying to plead with you. I know you don't want to go to your enemies, who you call your enemies or something. But I think if the DOS and you and every one of us, even the people that they say they have fired, will come together and let us be speaking in one voice. Let us, if it's this staying at home, let us stay at home. Everybody stay at home, and then shut all the markets in the south. Let us see how Nigeria will operate. Let us see how they will not listen to us. There is no way. Because there's this another message that I saw that's speaking about how they met with Buhari and Mbaziluka Amechi was promising him how we want one Nigeria. I don't know what that means. I don't know how they think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will spit and swallow it again. I don't think so. It's gonna happen. I don't know how the Nigerian government will be thinking that okay, they will use that as a bargain. I don't know.
Well, yes.
People are all suffering. We are all suffering. No graduate. People are dying every day. What's his name? The governor of Imo State is killing people, killing our youth. People are dying every day. It's
Well,
so sad.
we are not, yes, we have decided that we will not address the visit in Abuja. We will not comment on it. We will not also analyze it. Okay, for the
Okay.
reason that is going to be for the best interest of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for this struggle. So whatever you hear from there, just use your mind and your teeth and just be meditating on those.
I got you. Yeah, I
Uh,
got you.
yes, so we don't need to start discussing it and all that. Let us just keep our eye open and fingers crossed and be watching. And then the issue of coming together, I think we are together. The only way that every problem will be solved is that those who created the problem have to solve it. Those people that were sacked without like under what I say very very corrupt way must be recalled. You don't these are the this is where the problem was created. So sacking people that we know that have done nothing is not acceptable. So they have to first of all solve this problem by recalling the people they sacked. And let me make it very clear also that the issue of Nelly Ofebu, some people have been on this lady's neck, on this woman neck, every time is Nelly Ofebu everywhere. I do not have any special thing with Nelly Ofebu. Nelly Ofebu, the way I regard her is the same way I regard everybody who are genuine in this struggle. Well, I am not a judge to judge who is fake and who is real in Biafra struggle, but I judge people with their action. We are not perfect. But one thing is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to the information available to me, never gave order for the sack of Nelly Ofebu. And I have made this thing very clear before from the information available to me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give order to expel Nelly Ofebu from IPOB. So when people who are hell-bent into destroying what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, and a lot of people are following them saying you are working, that I am working with somebody who they have expelled from IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from the reliable information available to me, did not give order to expel Nelly Ofebu from IPOB. So this is a
Oh
privilege.
my God.
So this is a privileged information I am giving out to the public today. So a lot of things have gone wrong. So this leadership should be able to rebuild and reduce the damages they have done, and then we'll move forward from there. It is as simple as that. Everybody see how I was sacked without being employed by anybody. I don't care. My own, I'm not bothered. But if you go everywhere now, you see how Simon Ekpa has been sacked when you have not employed Simon Ekpa. But that is by the way. So they must come and start to correct these things they have done. That is the only way to move forward. Because the people that have been sacked were directly employed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you can't just sack them in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's absent like that. So that is my own position. And I don't, of course, my own position is just a personal opinion as an individual. So it should not be a headache to anybody. Okay? All right. So thank you very much, my sister.
Okay. So let me say something because they may be listening. Please, if DOS, anybody, any member of DOS is listening, please, their fans are begging you guys. Please go listen to Sample Master because when I listened to 2017 dream he had, everything has happened except that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now is not out with Biafra. So his dreams comes true. Please follow the instruction he had in that dream. Try
Can
to
you
unite
share,
everybody and let us move forward,
can you share
please.
with us? Can you share with us what is just briefly, what is the whole dream all about? Just in a very brief. You don't need
You
to tell us.
know, well, briefly, in his dream, now he's ill. In his dream, he said he met with a girl, a small girl came to him and and took him to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The next place he found himself is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is staying in Abuja. And then he was so afraid. He was so terribly afraid. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called him by his name and still told him to stand by the truth. In that dream too, two voices was instructing him. Those two voices, one, he gets very, very terribly afraid when that voice comes through. And then after the fight, that small girl will come. Even when he was afraid to get her from the jail, it was that girl that took him out of there after he had listened to the instructions that because there are some quotations in that instruction that I cannot even remember. He knows how to say. But in that dream, in his dream, right, God promised him that that other voice that makes him, promised him that nothing will happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it's going to be in a strange way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out from there. And then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die. That little girl told him too that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die in his dream. And he promised us that he says that he keep repeating that his dream comes true. And that is why he couldn't keep the message. He had to release that message so that everybody. So if DOS is listening and you guys have not listened to that voice message from Don Prince, please listen to it. Even that other voice, the big voice, told him that somebody would pay a huge amount of money in his account and he shouldn't use it. He should take that money and go to maybe four corners of where they have four corners of road and keep that money and leave. He shouldn't touch it. He shouldn't use. And then he should always, Martin kind of repeated. He should never allow himself to be used by anybody. He should never allow himself to be used, because now he's popular and then they want to use him. So he should never allow no amount of money. And what he said, most of the things he says, Simon, is what you always repeat, like every day. What you always repeat, like you are standing by the tree. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do. The same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kept saying it to him in the dream. And that voice, there are powerful messages in that voice. That was why he had to release it. Okay, Simon, is it info at Simon? What is it, FI or FY? What's your email address?
FI. Info
FI.
at
Okay.
ekpa.fi.
Okay. Info@eba.fi. I'll send. It's a very powerful message. You need to listen to it, and you know how to analyze something. Everybody is not Simon, so I just explain briefly as much as I can.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining the
You're
program,
welcome.
Mr. Chinwe. Thank you. All of you, please, as you are joining, make this your comment or contribution very, very, very quick. Let us listen to this before I bring the next person. One moment.
It is a subject of inquiry. Sun Tzu and the Art of War. Chapter 1, Laying Plans. Sun Tzu said, "The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. The art of war, then, is governed by 5 constant factors to be taken into account in one's deliberations when seeking to determine the conditions obtaining in the field. These are: 1. The moral law. 2. Heaven. 3. Earth. 4. The commander. 5. Method and discipline. The moral law causes the people to be in complete accord with their ruler, so that they will follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. Heaven signifies night and day, cold and heat, times and seasons. Earth comprises distances, great and small, danger and security, open ground and narrow passes, the chances of life and death. The commander stands for the virtues of wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, courage, and strictness. By method and discipline are to be understood the marshalling of the army in its proper subdivisions, the graduations of rank among the officers, the maintenance of roads by which supplies may reach the army, and the control of military expenditure. These heads should be familiar to every general. He who knows them will be victorious. He who knows them not will fail. Therefore, in deliberations, when seeking to determine the military positions, let them be made the basis of a comparison. This is which of the 2 sovereigns is imbued, which of the 2 generals has most ability, with whom like the advantage derived on earth. 4. On which side is forced. 5. He is stronger, on which are officers more highly trained. 7. In reward by means of these set considerations, victory or defeat, the General Council and acts upon it, let such a one be retained command. The generals not to my counsel, nor acts upon it, will suffer defeat. Let such a one be dismissed. While heeding the profit of my counsel, avail yourselves also of any helpful circumstances over and beyond the ordinary rules. Accordingly, as circumstances are favorable, one should modify one's plans. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when able to act, we must see. When using our forces, we must see near. We must make the enemy pay. When far away, we must make him hold out baits to entice the enemy and crush him. If he is secure, be prepared. Superior strength, aid of courage, irritate him, pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. Give him no rest. If his forces are united, appear where you are not expected. Devices leading to victory must not be divulged before. Now, the general who wins a battle in his temple ere the battle is fought. The general who loses a battle makes but few calculations beforehand. Thus do many calculations lead to victory and few calculations to defeat. How much more no calculation at all? It is mentioned at this point that I can foresee who is likely to win or lose. Chapter.
All right, welcome. So the sound is breaking. We need to refresh this. Your question and answer continues. Alto, welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Hello, Simon. Good morning.
Good morning. Please, you have order. You have 2 to 3 minutes, please.
Okay, sir. Okay. Much for Biafrans. Some people are telling you not to fight. Not to fight, that we should come. We are in the struggle. When you give the enemy chance, they will penetrate and they will destroy everything. That is why it's called struggle. The enemy doesn't want us to go. And they will be using the brothers and sisters that we are fighting together to scatter everything. So we must, anytime they come with the attack, we must debunk them. I remember when our leader said, Simon, why your Tony Mahia? Simon, why your to? Simon, destroy him. That is struggle. They must surely come. They must surely come. And to our father, to our rev back home in Biafra land. Because after Mazi Nnamdi, the people are listening to the men of God. They have to use their platform to propagate this struggle, this sit at home. Because the time has come for everybody to rise. The time has come for everybody to rise. People think that going to church is different from, if you are going to church, you don't have road, you don't have electricity, what are you praying for? What exactly are you praying for when you don't have the basic needs of life? God has given us everything. You don't need to go to church and pray. In my own village, for almost 5 years now, we don't have electricity. But our church just fell. Everybody are running around to contribute money, but they don't have electricity. They don't have good road. That is why that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. You go to church, you pray. You said you pray. The reverend fathers, they can't talk about freedom. If you don't have freedom, what's the sense of going to church? Even God will not be happy with you. This is the opportunity for our reverend fathers, our pastors, to use their platform to propagate this struggle. Because if we have the freedom, you don't need to pray anything. In India, produce 2,000 engineers in 1 year. Nigerian produce 2,000 pastors in 1 year. What are you pastoring for if you don't have freedom? They have to use their platform. They have to use their platform, because freedom is everything. Freedom is everything. Let them use their brain. And in Lagos, let us come out. Let us join hands in this sit at home. If Lagos can stand on their ground to sit at home, this struggle, we have a new dimension. Simon, keep on your good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. All
Yeah.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right. We are taking those who are bold, first of all, to show their face. So, Mazi Achebe, welcome to the program. Is that
Greetings.
Mazi
Greetings. Mazi Achebe Paul, yes.
Mazi Achebe, the map man, right?
The MAP, yes.
The MAP, the map. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, you are welcome to the program. I saw a video of your advice to me. Thank you very much for that video. It was wonderful.
Exactly, because I love your program, and I jealous your strength, I must confess, because it's only take without the grace of God, nobody can perform what you are doing, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. But I want to make my own request, because I wanted to make a video requesting it. So unfortunately, I saw you this morning, because I always miss your program. I watch it later due to my work schedule.
All right.
So my request this morning, because I listened to the first dream released by Akajo for Igbo, which people normally call the Dom Prince, Sample Master. I listened to his first video release, and I studied it. And recently, this week, he released another video, which I listened, and I was touched, because all his dream, all of them from A to Z, have come to pass. The only dream that he have released that have not come to pass is the restoration of Biafra, which we are almost there.
Yes.
So, and I think let me plead with you, because our people say that in a community, one community can, let me use meeting will not go to one person. Rather, the meeting will invite the person, or the one person will go to the meeting. Let me use that word. So IPOB is over 70 million people, which you are part of them.
Yes.
And nobody can deny the fact. So I am calling for peace. Because if I say let DOS come to you, it doesn't make sense to me, because you are one man squad. I know that you have other people, but what they are seeing is one person, because many people don't see the other things that is behind you, but I can see those things. So if you can do me this favor, can you find every means to call the head of the DOS, Mazi Nnamdi? He is an intelligent man. He will listen to you, and he will make peace, if it is possible, to bring all those people who have been sacked back. Then he will be the one to tell you. Or if it's not possible, let us find a way to forge ahead, because according to Sample Master, he said that the only thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is calling for now is unity among the people. And he said one or two things that Biafrans need to do. And these things, he never said only IPOB need to do it. He said that the Biafrans, not IPOB. He made it clear in that very revelation. And the people now cannot perform this act without people like you, people like those are relevant one that are talking about Biafra, making the peace move. Because the people, those ones that are not IPOB member, we first of all see us talking with one voice before they can listen to us when we speak. And this issue of unity and the action that needed to be taken, he said that it will take place in the next 14 days, that after 14 days, there will be calamity upon Biafrans if we fail. So, and we need to forge ahead. If you want, I can send you the voice record if you need it, or I can even play it here if you want it.
No, I will listen to it, Mazi Achebe. Have you finished?
So my own request now is happy Tanaban Koblang. Let us make peace. Then if the people refuse the peace, the hand of peace, then we forge ahead, because our people sikana try.
Yes.
Not everybody in DOS are corrupt. Maybe if one person is corrupt, that does not mean that the body is corrupt. DOS is a structure, not one person. And DOS represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So everybody cannot be corrupt. So that is only request I want to make, that for peace, so that Biafra can be restored. You are not doing it for me. You are doing it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are doing it for over 70 million Biafrans. There are so many Biafrans who believe in DOS and believe in you at the same time. Person like me, I never believe in one person. I believe in the truth, and I stand for the truth, because that is what I am called for. I am called for to fight for Biafra restoration, not to defend post.
Yes.
I am not in position. Thank you.
Achebe the map. I watched your video. I watched your video severally, and you finally bring the campaign on my page. on my platform. So you find your way to bring the campaign on my platform. Anyway, that's
they said, and
like
you never pay me that money. They say you pay me, or you are owing me that money.
Okay, they say you pay. They say I pay you money.
They say you don't buy me now.
You
You never hear that.
And actually, this is the first time I'm speaking with you since I started this struggle, right? I don't remember if
no,
I've
second time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you have been on the program before.
Yes, but then my network paid me that very day, so I was unable to contribute anything.
Okay. Okay. So this is the first time I'm actually speaking with you to,
Exactly.
Okay. All right. You are a very nice person. I appreciate that. But let me tell you one thing. You see, personally, I don't have problem with anybody. And my only concern is to get Biafra. That is where, and I want to be part of those that will get Biafra. That is my own concern. Now, the second thing is that I am not fighting anybody, and I don't hate anybody. Rather, other people hate me. And I have to tell you one thing today, for the very first time. I want to make this public. You see, some people, in this DOS, say that over their dead body, will they make peace with me? I don't know what I have done to them. Okay, so they say over their dead body. So when you come here now to advocate for me to put a call through to the head of DOS to solicit for peace, I have done that. I have done that before, and it was the reason why I shared the private chat that I sent to Mazi Nnamdi. Okay, I have done that in the beginning. You see, so and again, people should change this thing that not everybody in DOS is corrupt. We need to change it, because if we continue to say this, we are validating whatever they are doing. We are giving them that impression that they are sent. Okay, We can't say that. We should stop saying that not everybody is corrupt. Now we want to know who are those who are not corrupt in DOS. Have you ever seen anybody come in and say, I'm a member of DOS and all these things that is going on, I condemn it, or that, okay, this one is good and this one is bad? We have not seen anything like that. So you can't say that not everybody is corrupt until we begin to see somebody that come to say, okay, this one is good. I support them for this one, but this one, personally, it is a collective decision, but me, I don't support this one. Then you will say that not everybody is bad. But not till now, we are yet to see somebody coming to say that he is a member of DOS and he have a contrary opinion to some things that have happened. So till today, nothing like that has happened. So we continue to say that not everybody is bad. Everybody is bad there, because the decision of the DOS is the reflection of the collective decision of everybody. So anything they decide represents you, whether you like it or not. So it is your opinion. So it is the opinion of, if the DOS is 200 or 500 people, so long as nobody come out to say, this is not my person, I don't support this, then it means that you are supporting it. It means that whatever they are doing represents you. So let us not come to say not everybody is bad, because we have not seen anybody.
I want to come in here. I want to come in here with what I have read about you in the past. I heard that you are the chairman of Igbo group in Finland, right?
I was chairman of Igbo Union in Finland.
Okay, good. And being a chairman, that means you have people you are leading.
Yes.
At this point, when you people have meeting, is it everybody that agree in one thing, that the topic, maybe you want to do something? Everybody must not agree. Some people will be against that thing. But end of the day, you as a chairman will rule in what you think is the favor, we favor the people, or you will now say, okay, this is what we will do. And when your spokesperson will be announcing it, the spokesperson will not announce it that you, Mazi Simon EKPA, on your own power, you say that this thing is what we will do. You will say that the meeting, both those people that agreed and those that not agreed, disagreed, you will now round it up, because end of the day, you must follow one place, whether those people like it or not, but they don't have option, because this is what the majority have said. So they will move with the name.
I know what you are saying.
So allow me to finish.
Okay.
So at this point, you don't expect the DOS to come and say one part disagree, one part agree. It will cause more havoc, and it will bring the structure more down.
Okay.
So the only thing you must know is that when they speak, know that some people don't agree, but they are not everybody can come on air to say something, because they are not authorized.
Okay. Now let me explain to you. First of all, Igbo Union or Igbo group is different from IPOB. Now, in Igbo Union, when I, as a chairman, if I rule on something, it does not mean that everybody accepts it. The people who don't accept that ruling will make their grievances known immediately. We will deliberate on it, we will debate on it. You are going to see who agree with what I say and who does not agree with what I say, right inside the hall there. Now, after that, we can decide that either the majority or the chairman, which is me, will say, this is what I have decided, because after you will watch the members of the union, they will deliberate, they will shout, they will say this is not good, this is good. The other group will say this is not good, the other group will say. So after you watch as a leader the reaction of the people, you can either decide what is good and what you think is best for the interest of the group, depending on the reaction of the union. Now, after that, you can now make your ruling. But most at times, it is the majority that carries the vote. So right there, you know who agree and who did not agree. So that is different. Now, Another thing I want to tell you is the US. You people have meant to understand that the US is the parliament, IPOB, right? Isn't it?
That is how we refer it as a government, as a structure.
No, it is not how you refer. That is how it is. That is how people have been explaining it, right? So let us assume that DOS is the Senate of IPOB. Now, do you now go to Senate in Nigeria, like here now? Do you go to Senate and then the Senate president will rule something, and you say some people are bad in the Senate and some people are. You are going to see people debating on that particular thing they are going to rule, and you are going to see people that agreed to it. You are going to see people that didn't agree to it. That is it. That is Senate. So that any day you come out, you will not come and say everybody in the Senate are bad. For example, have always have his own opinion, especially issues that affect the Igbos at large. So anytime you come to see a decision made by the Senate, they will always tell you the Senate from the Southeast disagree. Senate from the Southwest disagree. Or even not that. There are senators from the North who will also disagree on the rulings be targeted and protect interests of the North. So what we are saying is this. It is not let it be that it reflect what people are talking about. Let's see people asking me to refresh. One moment. I'm going to explain this again.
Okay.
For clarity. We have Achebe in the house. We have a map in the house. So I was explaining that. Let me explain again in case if people didn't understand it very well. So what I was saying is that the IPU and the Igbo Union used to give example is completely a different thing. I have explained that in Igbo Union, we when we want to reach a decision for something for the interest of the union, we are going to deliberate on it, and they right there are going to know who is against it and who is for it. And then if it is something that we're going to say we are going to vote, the majority carries the vote. So you will, even as that, some people will continue to say, I did not support this. Some people will continue to support it. So even if we have ruled, there are people who will always stand they didn't support it in the first place. Whether that thing work out or not, that is it. Now, the issue of the IPOB DOS, people have explained that DOS is like a parliament and senate. Okay? Now, in the senate, you just come and say, everybody, because of that some people are good. We want to know who are of DOS, because in the senate, you deliberate on things, and when you want to make a decision and want to bring it to the public, we know those who support the decision and those who did not support the decision. You understand? So because if you keep quiet, it means that it's come out. That is what we are talking about. Don't come to people are good and because we are yet to see those who are good by distancing themselves or distancing themselves, at least to say, yes, I did not have the same opinion with them in this place. So we know them that, okay, these are the people. The thought today is that, you see, this Biafra struggle has come a very long way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sacrificed a lot of things. It is time to know those who are the parliament of this IPOB, making decision for us. We want to know the capacity.
His network is
the network is still disturbing. One moment. So, Mav, you understand what I'm saying? So we want to know, those who are making this decision, ahead, so that we will assess them first to know whether how capable they are to be part of this. Because as struggle goes on, things changes. The level and the status of the struggle changes. It goes from step to step. So there are steps. The step where we are now are the step that require mental toughness. Okay, that requires a very high, intensity of mental toughness for those who are making decisions in this struggle. So we need to start to be assessing these people every now and then to know when the capacity, when the mental capacity, when the level of the struggle have gone beyond a certain mental capacity of a certain people, so that they will be changed and they will bring
Okay.
people.
Okay. Let me chip something in here. Do you think that this is the right time? Because what with your statement or what I can read out is you want the reshuffling of the DOS.
Not even now. Not even now, because yeah, not now. But what we want to do, what I'm advising the DOS is that this is not the time to start creating problem and sacking people. Okay.
Okay.
This is not the best time to do
That is where I am, because this is not the time to be sacking or to be looking for who is good and who is more bad. The only thing that I think this is the right time. If we see anyone, if they see, because I am not a member of DOS, I don't know how many there are. I don't know them
So
in
why will
person.
you
I
not,
only know them.
So why will you, do you think it is right that you don't know?
Yes. Yes, I have my reasons. The reasons are some people in that DOS can have a secret assignment, which the identity need to be covered or taken off from the public, so that whenever they are moving, people will not be easily to identify them just like that, because of no swimming. Especially when some of them will go for, maybe they have assignment to go for the zoo, which you know that is more dangerous than any other part. So when you put their faces on the public, it will help the zoo DSS to use other people, because DSS will not just come and capture you. It's person that we call them. I see so person here is heading so place, and they will track the person immediately. So by taking off such faces, it will help them for security reasons. But they must know themselves. The DOS must know themselves, faces, but public must not know them. That is my own point why I supported many of them not to show their face. And there is some member of DOS who are living in that zoo, which people are trying to know where they are and who they are. And DSS don't know these people. They might be hearing their name, but in one-on-one, you don't know the person. So it's very difficult for you to arrest the person. That is the reason you must not make known to all the members of DOS, to the public. Now, when you are giving an example, the DOS, whenever they have meeting, I don't think it's necessary to tell the public, the Biafrans, the outcome or who is against and who is not against. Meanwhile, why? Because those people who are against, they have their own followers. Those people who are in, they have their own followers. It will cause more division by coming on air. Maybe the suggestion they bring did not work out. People will now say, I talk this one no more than you. You didn't hear. Those things will cause more division. So I believe whenever they bring idea, they go with someone's idea. If it doesn't work, they will now come out and they follow plan B. I don't know if I'm coming out. Let me continue. I think I'm coming out. Or let me wait. Just let me wait for him. Okay, let me continue since okay.
Yeah, welcome back. Sorry about that. I have to change the network. So yeah, I think now
okay. So that is the area, like what I was saying, the area of not making to the public who is against some decision and who is not against. It's not a family meeting or already official recognized government that even the person is against, you cannot do the person anything. So all these things are the reasons why they say, okay, let us make it this way. And I think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a wise man and he is not stupid by making it that way, because he have encountered this kind of problem, if I'm not mistaken, 3 times. This one will make it 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. So there is a reason why he keep those faces off public, and there is a reason why everything they discuss as a freedom fighter group, decision makers, they will not just throw it to the public, because of our people don't have that knowledge or wisdom to digest every issue that come out in public. Some will misuse it. So the only thing I want now, in conclusion, is to how can we unite to fight for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And I put it to you that you have every quality to make this unity, peace reign. Because if you take it as your job, even when you have called for the first time, they didn't listen to you. When someone is angry, you don't expect the person to pick your call at that moment. Now you keep on calling. You must show the person the hunger of unity. You must show the person the hunger of freedom. You can sacrifice anything for Biafra to come. That is the price. Like, remember what I tell you. Allow them to damage your name, because that is a sacrifice you need to pay. The same thing have happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's many accusations, chop money, this and that. They have been sacked. Many times I have heard in the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been sacked. The person sacking the owner of something is what I don't know. So I don't want to dabble into all the issue of DOS, because I know nothing about it. What I digest is what
that is what you should have stood from the beginning, because it is not. I just want to correct some impression here. Something we don't have much knowledge about, we shouldn't be talking about it. Okay,
exactly.
And that is why I said we should stop saying that some of them. Okay, because when you are saying some of them are not bad, it means that you have a knowledge about them. So now we don't have knowledge about them, so we should not be bringing that some of them for now. And because you said that because of some of them may go into secret assignment and all that, of course, if that is the case, that is understandable. But let me tell you, it is also not necessary that anybody that is a member of DOS should be given any special or any secret assignment. That is also one of the things that could make us to know who they are. That anybody that is a member of DOS is the decision-making body of this movement, and they are not supposed to be going into any secret assignment. So when they make a decision, they pass it on, and those who are going to go into the secret assignment will be different people. So they don't necessarily have to embark on any secret assignment. That's why everybody took oath. That's why we have to trust each other.
I just use that for example. Yeah, I just use it for example, because remember that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make call, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started calling for men to come out, people people didn't come out, and that is why he have only few people. And when you don't have much needed people, you can give one person 2 to 3 assignments. But when you have surplus, you will know that you have men. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need only 100 men, but up to today we have not gotten up to 50 men. So I know, because what is going on, if you check those that have fallen, you know that they are not men. When issue come out, okay, for example, why I tell you this, what happened through our legal team. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pass a message through that very, very voice you hear, that he is being tortured. But do you know that many people, let me say 80%, fail to understand that message because they were overwhelmed by emotion? That message, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called for, is for unity and action necessary. And today, the Nigerian government, the evil politician from the East, understand that message, and they took advantage of it and make a move, which me and you see yesterday. And the outcome of those people, if we fold our hands that it will favor us, end of the day we'll be disappointed with what will happen, unless we make our own stand to them.
Because Map, let me tell you, before, because everybody is shy. Why allow you to talk like this? And it's because you are a broadcaster, okay? And you are being given a special privilege here and a special status to talk this much. Otherwise, it is 3 minutes. Now, the point here is that we must all understand that it is only way forward, okay? You ask that we should come together. You ask that we should make peace and all that. No, everybody want peace, but the people that should be spearheading this peace or whatever, if there is any peace like that, should be the leadership, because they are the leaders. We cannot be leading them while they are where they are in the head leading. Okay, the leader should be able to organize his house, not destroying it. Any leader should be able to swallow every ego and bring the house together, pay the price of that bringing the house together, not the other way around. They are the servant of the people. Okay, so they should bring every differences, put it aside, every ego, put it aside, and make sure they bring the family together. The family has been together, and that family was handed over to them intact. Okay, so even if there were a problem before the family was handed over to them, they should have just tried everything to maintain it that way, even if not destroying it. Okay, now the only way forward, which I want to say now, is that if anybody, as we are making broadcasts now, if anybody bring any suggestion, make impact, like some of you, like I have been shouting, if we say now that, for example, that the traders or the businessmen or the business people from Biafra land in the entire southern Nigeria should join hand to show solidarity to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and lock down their shop, to show solidarity also in support to the people back home. Now, if that particular this thing is a good idea, it doesn't matter whether it is coming from Simon EKPA. The leadership should swallow their pride and support it, and come to say, okay, we are calling on the people from the entire southern Nigeria, because we are not going to the northern Nigeria now because of some security reasons. Okay, we don't want to take it to northern Nigeria, but the entire southern Nigeria, because we are already unified with the Yorubas. So with this kind of thing happening in Yoruba land, where the Biafrans will be locking it off their shop, the Yoruba agitators who are now looking for where to stand because of what befell them, they will also pick up from there. And before you know it, we are all sitting at home together. It is the only way to crash the economy of that country. And that is the only thing that is going to make changes. Now, if that one didn't work, as that one is happening, it didn't work, we are going to brainstorm again and bring a new idea. So let it not be, it must come from a particular head. With somebody, even if you that is talking here today, you bring a good idea, let them support that idea. Let them come and say, okay, we are making this and making this. Trying is not, we are not paying for it. We have to try and turn every stone. In business and in struggle, there is no template. There is no template to get Biafra. Okay? Everything is that with any stone you get to, turn the stone. When you go to another stone, turn the stone, because you never know where you are going to get diamond. So when this small idea, civil disobedience, is coming, let the leadership, the DOS, now say Simon EKPA is giving order. So if because of that, we will not do it. It doesn't work like that. Or that map come out and say map is doing it. You know that I've just told you that I watch your video where you are advancing Simon EKPA. Of course, you may think that I didn't pick one or two things from there, but I did. That is how it is done. And as you come now, I don't want to pretend that I did not watch your video. I told you that I saw your video, okay? And me watching that video, and me watching that video, meaning that I have picked one or two things from there. That is how leadership is done. Leadership is not always that I'm right. So if somebody bring idea that you don't like, even if you don't like that person, take the idea and throw away the person and let us move forward. If we try it didn't work, we didn't lose anything. We go for another one until we get it right. Now let me tell you also, any decision that is good Biafrans have always supported it. When it comes from DOS, do you understand? And once they withdraw themselves, it doesn't matter. I have explained these things. It doesn't matter whether we know what is right and what is wrong. And also, from the message coming from our leader, we should be able to understand under which condition those message was coming to us. And this is a struggle that we have been for a while. Some of them have followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for many years. Okay? So they should know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu better than me. They should know that in this struggle, there is a time that when your yes will be no, when your no will be yes. Okay? And if at the end of the day, it is a mistake, you apologize. But, and I have to tell you again, Map, that the leadership should be able to differentiate between administrative running of the movement and the movement and the actions of the movement itself. It is two different things. When a message comes from our leader about administrative running of this movement, and another message comes about actions of the movement itself, it should be treated differently. Because we don't know the condition under which that message is coming to us. And with the current and the present message, press release, you can now think yourself. You can now understand what we are talking about. So nobody knows what is going on. You understand? And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. No matter how you want to, he's a human being. So, you know?
Exactly.
And this outcry of our leader now is also you know, I told you people after that court that I saw a different thing. That I saw our leader broken. Because you expect the person to know you. You expect the person to know. Even if I said it, let it stop this, on the aka ịghọtago ihe ọbụla ga-abanye ga-etinye ndị ọkụ n'ike bụ ihe anyị chọrọ ime. Anything that will make them to raise is what we are looking for, and we cannot allow them to relax. So my brother, anything onye ọbụla na-eme, why I'm just Igbo, I know that they hear Igbo, but I want to speak Igbo, and I want other people to pardon me. Why I'm just Igbo before I call at least ihe changecha. So
Exactly.
before you not translate, but when you not one or two things. So ihe a na-achọ bụ ka anyị afanye ha ọkụ n'ike ka ọkụ ha na-ere. Onye ndusigodu na m ekwugo na nke a ga-aga, anyị amalụgo ebe ọ na-aga, because ọ nọrụ here with us, ihe anyị na-eme ka ọ ga na-ekwukwa. And that is why the message, when message come, people are surprised that the message come from the legal counsel. Okay, you accept this one, you are doubting this one. It's not like people are doubting it. Nobody is doubting the message. Do you understand? Because we know that our legal team can never lie against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they can never come and say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said when he did not say. Because they know he's going to come out. Do you understand? So personally,
Exactly.
yes, so somebody like me, I can never believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that our legal team will come and tell us what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say to them. Okay? He have said all those things there, but we know what is right. So when that kind of message come, we begin to question it. It's not because we are doubting the legal team, but we know what is right. So people who are saying you believe this message, but you did not believe that another message come from the same lawyer, they don't understand. They don't have the wisdom we are talking about here. We know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said those things, but the point is that what propelled him to be saying those things, on what condition, is important. We don't know what they do when the lawyers are not there. You have just heard that they allow him to come out only 1 hour in 24 hours. Only 1 hour. Who knows whether some days they don't even bring him out if anything happened. But that does not mean that he is not suffering there. So He's already suffering there. So long as he's in that dungeon, and we have to do what we have to do outside. We have to remember that the longer we continue to demonstrate that he said this thing and we are doing it, the more we put him in danger. Do you understand? The more we are putting him in danger, the more we are telling the DSS that yes, everything that happened, he knows about it. So let us exonerate him from all these things. Let him be angry that we didn't listen to him on a certain things. Do you understand? Because we don't want him to be in that, for the DSS to be looking at him that he is the one that is doing this and doing that. So let us now tell them that even if they have captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there with them, we don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. We will cross the economy of Nigeria. So that because the more they begin to know that he is doing this and doing that, the more we put his life in danger. All these things, we are not supposed to be saying it like this.
Mazi, let me round up because I have somewhere I will rush. So what like what you just said, I have said them before. When they kidnapped Mazi, I said that the DOS should stop taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like the Ambazonia. Their main leader are in prison, while Ayaba is now the new one that is giving order. That is what I suggested, and people started calling me name. So as it is now, what I want every Biafrans to do is to remove Nigerian mentality and the hatred and jealousy. They have to remove these three things in them and allow the spirit of freedom and the spirit of Biafra to possess them. Without that, they will always be confused. Because why I mentioned these three things, Nigerian mentality, what are this Nigerian mentality? Nigeria always believe that once one man knows it, that man can never make mistake. That man is always perfect. So, and that is why what dragged Nigeria backward, especially when it happened to be your own person. You will keep on supporting because it's come from your village, or maybe it's your brother's in-law, all those things. That is Nigerian mentality. They always believe in their blood, even when the person is doing wrong thing. Another thing is hatred. When you hate someone, there's nothing the person will do that will be good before your own eyes. Everything the person does will be a wrong thing. That is why many people hate Simon Ekpa today. Everything you say is a wrong thing to their eyes because they have developed that hatred. The same thing to some of them that are saying they are fighting for you. You can tell them you cannot fight for Simon because Simon is bigger than you. You can only fight for who you are bigger than to protect the person. Fight for Biafra. Some are fighting, say they are fighting for DOS. I say no, DOS have to fight for you. So these are the things our people need to know. That in a struggle, you fight for yourself and the freedom of those that you think you are bigger than. So, and when you talk of jealous is when Simon Ekpa is doing great job. Why not me? Why must he be him? I want to be, let me be the one that they will be hearing my voice. And the person will be plotting to bring you down so that the person will climb. So Biafra must remove these things. So, but never forget, I still put it on you that you have to, not must, but let me use the word must. If you are fighting for Biafra, call for unity so that we will achieve everything we are doing. You must call, even when they refuse you, keep on pushing. When you are pushing, the heaven will not bear you witness that you have done the needful, because that needful is to unite Biafrans. You must stand for the unity and the truth, irrespective of who is involved. Let them call you all kind of name. Maybe today they start to call you name or call anyone name. So the name Sabo is not a new thing. The name you sell out is not a new thing, but always stand for the truth. I, Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP, I stand for the truth. I don't give any fuck of whatever the person say or not. I just say what is my mind and my opinion. I leave you there to argue with whatever you want to argue. So, but with you, I know that you can call for peace and you will bring it. Fight for peace and unite Biafra. Fight for peace for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans, not for anybody else. These are the people you are working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans. We have to make peace. Those people you see talking on social media, most of them are not educated. And when uneducated, when I say uneducated, some people think it's about speaking good English. Pastors who don't even finish primary school speak simple and correct English more than those that this thing. But that does not make them educated. They don't have knowledge to build their wisdom, because when you have wisdom and you lack knowledge, you will not be as intelligent as who have knowledge and wisdom at the same time. So let us know the people who are called for this movement. Not everyone that calls Simon Ekpa you will listen to. Some people want to be relevant. Some people want to be noticed. So those ones, I don't count them. So please, the real reason why I come in here is to ask and the request for peace and unity among Biafrans. And I want you to channel it and campaign for it. That is the request I want to make. Every other issue, let us set it aside. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out, and everybody will receive his own share, either good or bad.
Exactly.
So that is what I believe. He is the only person that can say, this person did wrong. This person is the person that served me. This person is the person that wanted to destroy. And I know what he can do. But call for peace. On this note, I will say, Biafrans, remain resolute and know that Mazi have called for action. He called for action in court. He now called for action again through his lawyers. And we must not gossip with it. We must take it serious.
Exactly.
And fight for Biafra restoration. Anyone standing in our front, be the person, any person, we have to take the person out, because Biafra fighting is not a kingship fighting. It's not a governorship election. This is a nation. It is bigger than all those things. And we must fight it collectively. Thank you and remain blessed. Remember, Mazi said, don't allow Satan to enter you. Don't allow Satan to enter you. No pay me again. I don't need the money. Thank you. I remain blessed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Achebe. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. We continue. I was thinking that this broadcast is going to take just 30 minutes, but I'm seeing new faces, a lot of new people. I'm going to take everybody here, so everybody just calm down. All of you that are there now, I will take all of you. Chidera, I will take you as well, but let me take Chooks Survivor. Good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon,
one
Simon.
moment. No, don't speak yet, because all right, Chooks, good afternoon from here.
Good afternoon, brother Simon.
Right, you have to wait. Then it comes to price. Welcome to the program. Chooks, your business is making noise.
Pardon?
Your distance is making noise.
What do you say?
Okay, now I can hear you. Go ahead. Your distance is making noise. I don't know why. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much for bringing me. I appreciate you for your good work. My coming into the program is not to come and praise you or to come and tell you what you have not heard before. I only want to tell you that you should continue in what you are doing. Whatever you are doing, just continue. There's no amount of praise that is going to change the fact that everybody have known. Every Biafran know what is right and what is wrong. And the struggle for Biafra is something that involves every one of us. We know who is on the right path and who is on the wrong path, no matter how people pretend. Biafrans are wise people and they know what is right and they follow what is right at all times. In the issue of what people are saying about the DOS and all that, and you making peace, for me personally, I can tell you, I've actually been following you even before you joined the IPOB. I've been following you. I saw your video on one of the group that I was in before. Then I watched the video, and then later I continue to follow you up to date. I've been watching your videos. There's none of your program that I miss. I watch all of them. So when somebody is coming to bring an issue or say something that is not right, I have my senses. I know what is right and what is wrong. And the only thing I'm going to say is that in the issue of making peace, I did not see you as somebody who is making trouble with anybody. It's the only people that are making trouble with you. And you've been able to handle it the way it's supposed to be. The major problem we are having in this very struggle for Biafra restoration is, I can say, it's just that some people have refused to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message. Even those who claim to be following him for a very long time, so many of them were not listening to his message, neither do they hear what he was saying. If they were listening to his message and they heard what he was saying, none of them would be fighting with you. Because as far as I can see, and things I'm seeing, you are one of the people who are still going on that very step, that foundation that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have led. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led a foundation of truth and consistency. It was because of truth and consistency that people were able to come close, then talk about the command and control. And you have been following consistently. I don't know if you're going to change tomorrow or next tomorrow, but for now, everything I have seen is you are still one of the people who are following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu very, very well, the way the foundation has been led. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was talking about some issues online some time ago, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked of the new dimension in IPOB, and he mentioned that new dimension when he called your name. He said specifically, in as much as he mentioned so many people's names that we should go and watch their video, but when he came to Simon Ekpa, he said, Simon Ekpa is bringing a new dimension to the struggle of Biafra. I never forget that. I remember it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw that new dimension and he embraced it. He didn't chase it away. But today, some people are very scared about that new dimension. IPOB,
we lost.
The struggle of Biafra cannot be stagnant. We are moving forward. But some people are still holding hand on the old things, that we have, the state that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have crossed and moved on. So personally, I can see that the state that the struggle is now, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about, is a stage where we are coming with evidence to attack whatever we want to attack. Attacking the Janjaweed with evidence. It is not time to gossip or time to talk against your brother or talk about somebody else. Time to come out with evidence in everything you are seeing. And that is the work Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have. You came out with that very idea and you are bringing it on board. But it's unfortunate that some people are so scared about embracing the new dimension. And it is surprising me because the way things are, we are going to have more problems if care is not taken. If people do not change, they should go back and listen to every message that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have left behind. He has answered every question that we are asking. He has answered all. None is remaining. And for people who are coming on daily basis to talk about that because somebody joined yesterday, he cannot be able to offer an opinion. Because somebody did not start with he can add an opinion. That is not right. Even when Biafra comes, as I can see, Biafra is a work in progress. A work in progress. And as we are progressing, new ideas are coming in. There are even people who are going to participate in the struggle of Biafra who have not yet come into the struggle. When Biafra comes, there are people who are going to hold key posts, who are going to change things. But it's unfortunate. I wonder how they can be able to accommodate those people when, as at now, you cannot even accommodate people who are coming to offer meaningful things that you see that are working. Everything that I have seen people speaking about attacking people who are doing the right thing, I have not seen anyone that is something tangible. Some of them, when you go to their platform, the kind of topic I see people use on their headline, I begin to imagine. I don't know whether they are fighting for Biafra or they are fighting for something else. It's sad, but we must have to continue. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you to be strong because I know you are strong. I won't tell you to be strong. I won't tell you to run away from what is happening because I know you're not going to run away. I'm not going to praise you because you know what you're doing. You're not looking for praises. But the question I want to ask every Biafran that is watching this program today, what are you going to be remembered with when Biafra comes? Because Biafra must come. And when Biafra comes, more especially those who are broadcasting on different platforms, we will all be remembered. When they are remembering you, what are the people going to present? When Biafra comes, our eternal leader, Ojukwu, is remembered today. and will still be remembered. When Biafra comes, General Effiong will be remembered, and he is still remembered up today. When Biafra comes, finally, when we walk into Biafra, people will remember Ifajuna. You know how he's going to be remembered. People will remember Wazirike. You know how he's going to remember. People will remember even Asare Dokoba and our late and our former deputy. People will remember them. But ask yourself, how will you be remembered? Everything we are presenting on social media, people will see it. What are you doing to make sure that you'll be remembered in a positive note when Biafra comes? This is a job, it's an assignment for every single Biafran. It is not for one person. Every Biafran has something to offer.
Yes.
And on the issue of the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whatever the lawyers are saying, just as you have said, the lawyers, we are not against them. Nobody's against them. But it is obvious that everything that the lawyers have just said yesterday is something that has been happening right from the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped to Kenya and brought to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never had peace. If anybody tells you that he has peace, that person is a liar. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have never known peace. Since the very first day, from the day they kidnapped him from Kenya and the day he was brought to Nigeria, up to the day as I'm speaking to you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had no peace. But people who we are supposed to ask relevant questions, people who are supposed to do critical thinking and give the relevant question, we are not asking that question. It was only when that important question was asked. When that important question was asked, that was when answers begin to come. That was when answers begin to come. Within a few days that very important question was asked, what is the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even when we are talking about the issue of his dressing, when you were addressing the program on his issue of dressing using one cloth, I have done that program even before you begin to analyze it. But the day I was doing the program, I was not thinking to that very direction you went to. I watched your program. On my own side, I was thinking that maybe personally, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decided to be on that very kind of dress to be able to send a message. I thought it was his own decision. But when you did your own program, after your program, you went far, up to the extent of saying that even if it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that took that decision, that we have to tell him we don't agree, or possibly buy that clothes on different clothes, many of them, and give to him. When I heard that very message, I was really touched. I was really touched, and my mind changed from what I had in mind before. And after that very broadcast, the next message that came was very different from what we have been hearing before. This is exactly what the people who are leading the struggle are supposed to be doing. But when somebody else does it, it will yield fruit. Instead of you to support that person that did something that yield fruit, you will begin to demonize it and try to give it a different name. I don't know why people are doing that. But whatever anybody is doing, when Biafra comes, you will tell us. Biafrans will hear. We will have a story to tell. Every single thing anybody is doing today, how is Biafra going to remember you when Biafra comes? Our eternal leader, Tim Ojumegwu, even though he's not with us today, he is being remembered. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in time to come, he will remember. Even when we are all gone, our children will read about him. To tell people, some people who say they are confused, they don't know the direction we are going.
Thank you very much.
I've spoken about every single direction that we are supposed to go in most of his program. But most of us are not listening to his program. We don't watch it. Even people who claim to have started the struggle with him, they don't watch his program. They don't listen to his program. That is why he is misled.
Thank you very much.
Know what is going, know what's happening. My brother, I really thank you for what you have done, and I pray that we continue to strengthen you. Don't give up.
Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. It's like I have an old broadcaster. What is your own channel? What is the name of your own channel?
My channel is Chuk Survivor. This very channel, the name is the same name I'm using here.
Okay, Chuk Survivor.
Yeah, on YouTube.
All right. Okay. Good. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. It's like I'm having broadcasters today. We are just having broadcasters today. Bright Osai, you are the next.
Hello, Simon. Hello, Simon. Can you hear me, please?
One moment. Hold on. Right. Bright, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Simon EKPA.
Good morning.
I must tell you, you are a very, very great man. I'm very delighted. I'm very grateful to meet you. I can't tell, I struggle so much to really get in contact with you. At least talking to you for the first time make me feel a little bit more happy. I can't tell how happy I am talking to you, Mr. Simon. And you've been making the great Biafrans proud. I mean, when things went bad, the only place we could rely on was from you and from the Umwada, having listened to the past broadcasts of our great leader Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm really very, very happy to meet you here. And I have a series of plans. I talked to a professor in Spain. I wanted your contact because I know I have the belief, somebody told me that you were a former military man. And Simon, you inspired me so much to join the Biafran struggle. I mean, fully. I was in it, but I wasn't very strong. But as I continue watching your program, you know, the whole spirit, Biafra is really very spiritual. The thing is now in me now, and it takes all over me, it drives my day. And why I wanted your contact is not something that I will say here, but I have to go straight to my contribution, sir, if you allow me.
Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Bright Osai. I'm from Delta State in Ikaland. So a lot more than I know about 70 people, soldiers who fought during the Biafran War. So I'm just saying this so that people know that how Biafra I am. So the one I respected most was the one who lost his eyesight during the rescue operation. They went for Atasaba. They were in some of the hospitals. Nigeria government soldiers getting there. They killed young baby that were newly born. The man told us his story when we were young. Every evening, he brings us aside and starts telling us the Biafran story. He said it wasn't a war, it was a massacre, it was a kind of annihilation or extinction that they went for. At Asaba, they were killing majorly pregnant women and newborn babies. So that's kind of extinction process. And my grandfather tell us series of these stories too, because he used to make weeding hoes and he buys iron from Onitsha. And so he does his business majorly in Onitsha. So from there, when the war started, he was caught in between. So he decided to join his neighbor because Azata was our neighbor. So he joined his team and he was acting almost like a social service to take the women to some kind of camp like that. So before everything went bad and Azata was shot, so he have to have him on his back while he receiving gunfire. So that's how much Biafra I am. So my people have lost in this battle. And the reason why I'm saying this thing, Simon EKPA, is because of those people who are saying that detents are not working enough or that they are not part of Biafra. That is a complete lie. My people died so that Biafra will come, and I'm very, very ready to die for Biafra, no matter the propaganda anybody brings up with, no matter what is coming from the office of the State Department of Biafra and the state of Nigeria. I'm ready to die for Biafran people. What I'm fighting for is not for IPOP, Mr. Simon. I need Biafra. The freedom of Biafran people is what the life of every individual Biafran is what is very, very much important to me than propaganda, than people who will be willing to sell their people, you know, to their enemies to slaughter because of a pot of porridge. And I want my fellow Biafrans to know that I'm very happy to be in this platform of Simon EKPA's program, and that you hear my voice today, that you have to go and renew your mind, rededicate yourself, especially you Konk Igbo people. If you don't come together today to help us achieve this, our land that has been taken, we were before the coming of the England people and whoever they were who decapitated us. Nigeria never won war against us. It was never announced that we lost in a war. And all the materials we do were made by us. The homeland-made weapons and anti-tanks were designed by Igbo men and women. And they fight very strongly In short, they were the only people who were rescuing people who were caught between the war. But the rest of what the British and the French was to supply Nigerians the weapons to slaughter us. And they slaughter individuals who even raised their hands up unarmed. That is to tell you, these people do not know what is good and what is right. We have the best strategic war styles that we can adopt than they have. We are even much more educated than them. And what I'm telling you today, we are not fighting war with them. We've been using some words, but I tell you, there are people like me, thousands of them who are Biafrans, who knows how to put 1+1 together to tear Nigeria down if that is what they wanted. At that point, they will not even be alive to fight the war they wanted to fight. But because we love humans, we love to negotiate, to dialogue, and come to a round table like father and son and decide the future of our people and start working. Nnamdi Kanu want Biafra, and he want us to start working at any time Biafra comes. And these people have been drawing us, setting us backward. We will no longer tolerate that. People like myself, I have been trying to put 1+2 together. I swear to God, I send money to some people back home there, but I never wanted them to commence action because the only thing that I think is the solution to these people is something that I have got, but I have not put anything together, and I don't want to talk about it here. And that is why when I came out on my broadcast before and I said that Nigeria doesn't know what was coming for them, I didn't say it because the office of EKPA was saying that Nigeria doesn't know what was coming for them, because nothing was coming. But on our own side, something was to come, but it's a very big something.
So,
in any case,
yeah.
sir,
So, Bright, you are a broadcaster too.
yeah, I broadcast a little bit, but because of my situation, I don't do it always, and that's why I like joining you when I'm free.
Okay, so everybody coming today you people plan it to invade the platform today. Is that a plan?
No, sir.
Why is everybody?
A lot of
Why is everybody coming here now? All broadcasters coming here today. What is going on?
you know, you are the boss here, so everybody wants to come and interact with you and borrow 1 or 2 ideas from, you've been inserting this idea, you just throw them into the air. So people have been catching it. The ones that catch and tell his neighbors, they want to come and say, where is that Simon Ekman? So when I saw you online, I have to join immediately.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Bright, for joining, and we'll continue to make sure you are joining us every now and then when you have the time. We have to give other
Okay,
people also the opportunity to talk.
all right, sir, but I will still like to get in touch with you. I'll still talk to Professor about it. If we have your contact, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay, write me info@ekpa.fi so we can talk.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, everybody coming here today, they are all broadcasters. And one thing, Onyeso Emmanuel asks, Simon, what is the message from your tattoo saying, sir? Well, this is a very important comment here. You want to know what the message of this tattoo say. This tattoo is saying, the message here says, Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. He said, Jesus is Lord, as you can see. And when you look at here, you see the Star of David. Did you see? Did you see the Star of David? Here is the Star of David. And it says, Jesus is Lord. So we preach Jesus, even on our body. They say tattoo is not good, but I draw Jesus is Lord on a cross. So our own is we are not confessing Jesus in our mouth. We confess it in our body as well. All right. We are already running out of time, but we still have a few people to bring in to the program. Those who have their pictures on. Kelechi. Kelechi, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, Simon.
Giving everybody 30 minutes. Kelechi, welcome. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Simon. Thank you.
Are you broadcaster? Are you a broadcaster too?
No, I mean, won't even tell you now. Say me not be broadcaster. For I don't get the result.
Okay. All right. All right. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for what you are doing. But Simon, to be honest with you, my heart is broken. Time I about the situation our leader is going through, my heart bleeds. It's not fair. What we are just doing now is not fair. Look at how we messed up this election, the last election. Man, the way things are going, the question I want to ask now, the way IPOB are going now, because we can see that there is a very low movement in IPOB. If not you, well, where will we listen? What will happen? Those gossip is what we are supposed to be listening now. So what I'm trying to ask is that any assurance for us who are IPOB members that what we are doing is effective also through the leadership, because we have seen the leadership of IPOB is so weak. Everybody has seen it, it's so obvious. So we don't know if contributing money there also and participating with them, or if they are going to change anything to make us feel more relieved, feel more happy to do things through there. Because some of us are confused, not that we are confused of quitting the struggle, never. That can never happen. But we are confused in the sense that we don't know if what we are doing is really penetrating anymore from our own side. So it's not fair what they are doing to us. But what they should also know is that Biafran struggle is not Igbo affair. Not that you take one post and you betrayed or everybody you think that so few Igbos will ask you about it. Like me, I'm an Igbo, but our people deny they are not Igbo because I'm from Delta State, from Ikaland. You understand? Some people say they are not Igbo, but for me, I believe that any Biafran, wherever you are from, if you offend Biafrans, you have offended all. It doesn't matter you are from Delta State, Abia State, Imo State. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are from, once you offend our leader, you have offended everybody. Everybody. So please, Simon, I really want to know a little bit about this because it's somehow confusing. Now you they make us happy, if not be you. Everybody done the para like say tomorrow not even the self.
Well, so you are concerned about there is a low movement, right?
Very low, be like Nigerian Nepal light.
Yes. Well, it is. That's what makes us human being. The low movement will come like a wave and then go. So
Yeah.
we believe that everything that is happening now will take its natural course. The spirit of the people will be high very soon. I believe that. And if our leader comes out, when our leader will come out, everything will come back to normal. But the absent, of course, we'll be having this on and off and on and off and off. So it's normal thing expected in a movement like this. So, but I'm telling you that as you
Hello? Hello? You they hear me? Hey, Simon, I know they hear you again. I'm not hearing you again. My God. Sorry, Simon. I didn't hear you again.
Yeah, I think we have some network issue. So we are back again. So as I was saying,
Yeah.
yes, it is something that is bound to happen, and we are going to overcome it.
Yeah, I know victory is our own.
We will overcome. We will overcome.
Victory is our own. Please, Simon, also, I wanted to write you maybe on private, but I don't really know where to do it because I'm not
Okay,
so
you
much.
can write. You can write me on info at epa.fi. No,
Info.epa.fi.
info at epa.fi.
Info at EKPA. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Let me write it here on the chat.
Okay.
So it is there now on the chat. Write it on the chat, and you can write me.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your good
Thank you.
work. No
All
worries.
right. We're going to have bro Chidera. Chidera, you're going to be the next, and I don't know whether we still have the time for everybody here, but I will try as much as possible. Chidera and Chioma and Amaka, we're going to have you all here. Please, let us make it like 2 minutes. Chidera,
Mas, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you very much. Obatobie, good morning from here.
Good morning. You have been feeding me with a lot of things.
Yes.
Good.
Ogologo abụkwa na nwa ya etogo. Uche gị dị ya.
Ogologo abụrụ na nwa gị etego. Okpe,
Mba.
I see you, no problem. I'm gonna bring you in.
Yes, Mazi, quick one. Just two things. Let me limit it to two things. Number one, what do you make of what was the reason why our leader decided to make that press release public? Okay. Finish your call.
Yes,
I'm not hearing you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the reason why I'm asking this question. Somebody came, I think the first caller asked you a question. And if you can use your phone or go to your email, I just send you the statement and I go to number 10 of the press release. So that we can understand. I believe you read it on your side. You maybe can you please check the email, go to straight to number 10.
When did you send it? Okay, one moment.
Yeah.
The message didn't come yet, too. Which?
No, okay. Should I read it? Okay, then she's there. I can confirm from my.
Yes, I saw, but I can't see the. I see the body, like the heading of the message. Press release 18 November 2021. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention condition at DSS. Amount of torture. Our client Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has instructed us to make the following information public. One, that despite
I'm reading number 10, sir. Number 10.
Yeah, but number 10 is not here now.
Okay, let me read it out to you, sir.
Yeah.
Number 10 says that to the date, the DSS had denied his repeated request for an independent medical examination to determine the extent of the damage done to his body by a suspected substance he may have been injected with during his abduction and extraordinary rendition. He has reasons to believe that the state injected substance is depleting the posthumous content of his body, though causing him constipation and the feeling of skin heartbeat, palpation of figure, muscle weakness, spasm, and not numbness, something like that. So the if you read it down there, the lawyers are trying to explain there is a substance injected in him. So I want to know, reason being why Onyendu make this public is to people like you dedicate, let me say he's talking to the world. And he needed somebody somewhere to speak about it. And I wouldn't say disappointed. You have your reason to do that. When the press release came up, you came on air, so you don't want to read it down. I would love you to read it down. You can even go to your first statement, because there is a reason. It's not a private this thing anymore. There is a reason why Onyendu say make this public, and it's your duty to read it from A to Z. He may not analyze it in a way, but for ordinary people to understand it, that Onyendu cry out. He did not say cry out and we save it on our phone. He cry out so that we make it go viral. Those who willing to, because a lot of people, those who like to type, that instead of treating the problem, they're busy typing rubbish, try to defend somebody you call your father. Just send you an SOS message. And instead of you to treat that message, you are defending the message as if Onyendu, he tried to do this. Some idiot even come, Onyendu know because American person is coming to Nigeria. That's why he cry out. So America coming, that's why he will not be having a pillow. If you go to even number 9, number 8, you see, he have a problem with the eye. His eyeglass was broken. Simon, is your duty to talk about those things so that those who need to hear will hear. He said make it public, not we to save it on our email address or try to, because we are listening to you. These are because that guy asked you that question, and that's why I just go to it and have it here. You may have your own way of making people understanding it, so that people will know. Because the lawyer are suspecting there is some possibility of something injected on him before he was rendition. Not that they inject him in Nigeria. He's there in Kenya. Those who are protecting Kenya are protecting the ambassador. They should know. If the lawyer can say this, there is a danger, and he can see it. So that it is causing him problem. So plus the glass they refuse him to have. So many other issues, Simon, that you need to read that thing so that those who need to talk should talk. And those who say you don't want to take order from Onion inside, did they read the statement from yesterday's visit from the leaders? They say that they have tried to talk to Onyendu for him to call out some orders. If Onyendu is not dishing out, I'm not saying dishing, let me just correct myself. If Onyendu is not relevant, do you think this guy will go to Abuja? Secondly, if they know that Onyendu have no power anymore, don't you think they might say, okay, this guy is not relevant anymore, they shouldn't. But because they knew that they can talk to him, even the DSS say, ask your people to go back home, stop staying at home. He's the only one who can say that and go back home. If you are coming to say, stop taking order from him, from your own reasoning. But remember, if you make him irrelevant, that those who are quick to forget him. Before I go, Simon, because you give me 3 minutes. If you check your email, you will see what I sent to you concerning Nkburummiri. Simon, is a task. All of us doesn't have ability you have. For you to talk to the people that God have sent you to talk to them. Nkburummiri, we don't know how it came about. But people should not use that value to kill. They have killed us enough, Simon. Before me and you come to this world, they have been killing the Igbos. Why would the same Igbos start? If you go, you can pull up the video now to show the people. Why would we now accusing a young man in Igbo land that he took an Nkburummiri and killed his father? You are not there when he killed his father. All you can do is to come out and stole him alive because he killed his father. We are not saying killing his father is allowed. We're not saying he did the right thing. But there's what called the rehabilitation, that to rehabilitate somebody who is in that category, who is taking substance that you have. That guy did not do that knowingly. Why would you, a community, flogging him is allowed. The people do that during the time of our villages. You do something in school, they bring you out, flog you. Yes, that is okay. But this video I sent to you, Simon, is very horrifying. And somebody have to say something. You have started this before I even know about it. You come on their program and speak. Now he's making waves. But killing that person that taking Nkburummiri to commit a crime or this is why also if somebody stole a cell phone, you kill him. You took Nkburummiri, you kill him. You just go and take a t-shirt in a shop, you kill him. Somebody is not taking your money, building a railway from Niger to Maradi. The person who will come, you welcome him with a crowd voice, celebrating him. Someone can't be, but these are two things bothering me. The rest I will keep it next time. This particular number 10 that Onyendu said the lawyer must release. You should treat that particular section. If there is injection and only in this body, those who know should know what to do. This Nukurumiri of 18, they are now killing people because of it. Why should they kill a young man because he take an Nukurumiri? The video is there to you to see, sir. Go to their email, you see it, I send it to you.
Thank you very much, Chidera. I will address those things. Yes, the issue of the message from Onyendu, it breaks my heart. Those messages, and if you remember, immediately the day that message came up, I didn't even read through. Believe me, I didn't read up to that number 10. I have to be very sincere with you. Yes. I didn't, even till now, I didn't read it till number 10. I just because there is nothing that is in that message. If I am not accurate, at least my instincts is telling me, already told me. You understand? So, but my heart could not allow me to read till number 10. I didn't read it up to number 10. So if you listen when somebody come here and say he was the rumors was that he was injected, I didn't even know that it was coming from this press release.
If no, not it's your number 10, yes.
Yeah, but I didn't read it. So you can imagine, I didn't read up to number 10. I am telling you, and I didn't, but I know that I'm going to address that particular press release. And you remember when I said, for those of them who are those illiterate idiots who claim they are media warriors, who are going about commenting rubbish that now a lawyer bring message, they don't believe it, and now this particular one, now they already shared it. They didn't even see anything wrong with
those are agents of Simon Ekpa Republic.
Yes,
they are not fighting Biafra anymore. They are now fighting Simon Ekpa, and I'm waiting for them to name the state Simon Ekpa Republic. I think that's what they are fighting for. Seriously. Yeah, so, they just announce it now so that we can know we got one republic, then we can come back for Biafra Republic, because this pure madness, honestly.
Yes. So anyway, but I will address it. I will not only address that number 10, I will address that particular press release. I will address it from beginning to the end, because that is why that is why I want to let hell loose. Because if we don't do it, my brother, something we maybe. So I want to let her loose somehow, that Biafrans will understand and rise up for the sake of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why immediately that same day, without even reading that number 10, which is one of the most important things now, and also posing a very serious danger, I advise that our people in the South will rise up in solidarity from this coming Monday. From this coming Monday, next tomorrow, we should be seeing sit at home in the entire place where the Biafra people have their businesses. Let us make it, so, and this is a job of everybody. People should start creating the awareness, the market leaders, the chairman of those markets, because I have seen a lot of places where they already started mocking Simon Ekpa that he's saying people should lock my market. You see, I've said it before. It is not about me. This is not about Simon Ekpa, but it is about something that can be effective, and we can do to make things happen. If that one didn't work, we are going to bring another thing. But gradually, let the whole of these Fulani people understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not alone. Okay? That when you go to Yoruba land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. When you go to northern Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there. But we are not going to northern Nigeria yet, because we know it is going to be. They are going to be very vulnerable to attack and all that. But we know that in the southern Nigeria, we are one. Now, we have united with our Dudua brothers before all these problems started coming. So, it is a way to speak, to let Nigeria understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not alone, coupled with the political movement they are doing now and all that. So, my brother, I will address it. Another thing you mentioned is, whenever this issue of that press release come like this, my brain will not work. I don't even know the question. You said something.
That particular number 2, this Mkurumiri of a thing.
That's Mkurumiri.
I sent you the video where they kill a young man in a village.
Yes, that's Mkurumiri. One thing is that what you saw on that video is the mentality of Nigeria. That is in display. It is not just about that Mkurumiri. It is not the first time they are doing that now. This has been the mentality. It has been the jungle justice. So, and this is what we are trying to go out from. Our people do not value life, justice, and fairness. So the jungle justice is what Nigeria brings to us. Okay? It is there. It has been there. A lot of people are being burnt alive. Even people who do pickpocket, they catch them. They put tire and put fuel, and that's the end. So my brother, it is not new. The thing is that is what we are going to stop from Biafra. Biafra is not going to give anybody that kind of privilege to take life of anybody like that. I didn't watch the video as well. I didn't watch it to the end. I don't know what happened to the. I opened the video. I opened it. I watched and I saw where they were pushing the guy to some uncompleted building or a place where building collapsed.
They kill him. They stone him with a huge stone.
You see, so somebody pick up. I saw when somebody pick up a big stone. So I stopped the video. I stopped the video from there. But one thing I have to tell you is that it is not about just Biafra. It is not about Igbo. It is not. It is Nigeria. The person and the only thing we will continue to blame is Nigeria. Nigeria has done that. It is the jungle justice they practice in Lagos. It is jungle justice. Before, it was not in Igbo land. It was not in Biafra land. It is only in Lagos you see such things. All of a sudden, we begin to see it in Onitsha.
Coming down home.
Yes, we begin to see it in Onitsha. They begin to burn criminals in Onitsha. They put tire on them, and then now it is in villages. So it is Nigeria that caused it. But we are going to stop it in Biafra land. I will preach against it. We'll continue to preach against jungle justice because it is never the best way to solve problem. And so if the person have taken Nkurumiri to kill the father, it's a big crime. Nobody have the right to the extent of killing the father. The question is, where were people when he killed the father? Is there nobody there that could prevent that from happening? Is there nobody that could have come to the father's aid? So we do not. These are the things that people need to understand, and then awareness need to be also created. That if something like that begin to happen, people must raise alarm and call people to come to the rescue of the person whose life is in danger, and not allowing the person to be killed. And then later on, you have this jungle justice on the person who are on drugs. So, my brother, I will address those things. We will continue to raise alarm for war against Nkurumiri, in Biafra land. We will continue to raise awareness for that war. We don't need to allow that to come into our society, especially in Biafra land, because the reason why they are bringing down Nkurumiri is to destroy the youth, because of the agitation for Biafra and secession and all that. So we are not going to allow them to succeed because they are having free access to allow this drug to enter Biafra land. But if it is something that is good now, custom will impound them. If it is something that is good now, you see Nigeria NDLEA everywhere, ransacking everywhere. You understand?
Yes.
But you cannot see Nigeria NDLEA.
They can go to market arrest a bag of rice, but they can't arrest Nkurumiri.
That is the thing. So you cannot see where the drug, the NDLEA now is making video. We arrested Mkurumiri, we ransacked this. But you see in a video where somebody was making video telling the world that this place, this building here where P2B was trying to build a high court, they are doing drugs there and they are doing a lot of things there. You can't see the NDLEA going to make that place in their office, okay? Because it is a planting. They allow that drug to pass freely and enter Biafra land to destroy our youth. And we must rise up against it. We would stop it. We will not allow it to strive. So thank you, Chidere. I will address. I will begin to address the letter.
Yes, Simon. I know you. I say you don't want to address the press release of yesterday visiting Nasorok. Yes, we appreciate them. They went there and whatever the outcome. But before then, Simon, please, can they please speak to the power that be to give him a glass? Do you know what it takes? The man who have been wearing glass all his, only God knows how long when you have been wearing a glass. And for the past 6 months, you have not wear that glass. What are they trying to achieve? If our Igbo leaders and the Biafras in general went to talk to the power that be, they look into condition a man have been wearing a one cloth, sleeping without a pillow, and all those things stated there is what he's feeling personally. And they should at least say, okay, even before you release him, whatever time that time may be, can you please allow doctor to see him? Can you allow his glass to be changed? Can you give him this, give him that? An ordinary convicted criminal, even if you go into court, you see him carry extra pillow. I have seen a lady tried here for killing somebody for insurance. Each time he appear he dress differently. He can't wear one clothes. So this man now, what is facing there? He said made it public. He did not say keep it on a this thing. So at least this our elders who went there should talk to them and say, hey, give it. All of them are using glass, including Buhari himself. Then why don't they allow this man to wear glass? If you can political solution, it's not a dead man you go to release or a crippled person you go to release to us. Simon, look into this press release and talk to those who need to listen and say, okay, before you release this man, can you give the just basic things that you are giving a freedom fighter? Terrorists are being clothed, using a private jet, transported, but a freedom fighter, he's been denied so many things, including they said, I've taken clothes to him. DSS said, don't bring that clothes inside. Not that they have not made an attempt to give me a clothes, but that clothes was rejected. And all we hear is calm down, calm down. We are becoming that very soon we'll turn to ice cream. They were my assignment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Okpe. No, let me go to Amaka. Amaka, please, and please, just 2 minutes. Amaka, welcome to the program. Amaka, are you there? Amaka is not talking. Chioma, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you, Simon. Good evening from here.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from here.
Yeah, Simon, God bless you for what you are doing. This is my first time of calling, but I want to speak in Igbo, please.
You want to speak in Igbo? Go ahead. You have the privilege.
Watch ya M16 Britain, CIA America. Ebe ọbụla ha chọrọ ịkọ nke a chọrọ ha destroy ihe dịka ndị Arab na some Far East Asia. A na-epu ụzọ chịbara ha ọgwụ. So ihe nchọrọ because ha ma ụwa ma n'Igbo ma ihe. Ha stọdele ihe mere ndị ọcha ma n'Igbo ma ihe ha stọdikwala ihe mere during Biafran War. Ọkwa ihe mere ha ji eme ihe ha na plan na ya ahead of time. Ha pụgodu na ha kpụrụ onye ndu na-atisazi ihe niile o dosara. Mana ke mkpụrụ mmiri a na-aka digodi mkpa karacha because ụbụrụ ndị ka akpaga aka ọwụ naanị ka ha ghara imepụtazi ime agitate ma it will affect their future because erendala ha aṅụwala ọgwụ na ndị a na-apịa ụtala eme nte eme ime ọwụ ha wụ the main problem. Anyị wegodi ndị nwere ọgụgụ isi na ha kwesịrị ime na-aga jụọ ese mee research mara otu o si abata mana ndị be anyị nọ into the business ka ndị ugwu na-ebubata ya ọhịa kwesịrị ụzọ tụọ ọnụ mee ahịa ka mhedisi ka mkpọwa ahụ ka m gwa gị ime otu isi mee enwe CCTV na ala Biafra ka isi ụta tụọ ọnụ mara otu ọnụ nọ tụrụ otu o si abịa ka anyị lụgodo ọgụ ka ahụ shọpụ ọbụla na-eri onye na-ebubata ya ụwọgodi igbu ya egbu wụọ ime ya ọkụ bụtụ ndị a nke a ga-eyi egwu ndị ga na-aṅa aṅa ga-enwezi ọgwụ nwụọ so wuzie na ọgụ between ndị be anyị na ndị NDLE because o nwere ike ịwụ ha ga na-ebute
yes
o nwere ike ịwụ ha ga na-ebute na-enye ọgwụ a na-eme ka ọ na-akpasa ụgwọ dị na anyị na ha alụga mgbe anyị na ha lụrụ ya 1 full month na ọgwụ ahụ ga-reduce the influx ọ gazi na-abata ka ghara ihe egbuzi ụmụ ya na ụmụ ya kwụsị na-ahụ ọgwụ ahụ aṅụ uche ha na-achitewe so onye a chọrọ ijigodi destroy ya anyị because ọnwa onye ichi ezuru ezu na-achọ freedom andọcha ma na Igbo ma ihe so onye a otu esi egide anyị biko ka anyị gagodi ya secretly gacha otu osi abata ndị be anyị na-azụda ahịa ọhịa m si ka m kwuo biko.
Thank you very much. I'll put it very, very clear, Chioma, and I appreciate you for coming here for the very first time, calling in for the very first time today. And your suggestion is noted, and the awareness will also be channeled towards that angle of looking for how it is entering our land. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Chioma did well. Very, very simple and a very good. Thunderous point from Chioma there. All right, Okpe Ikechukwu, you are going to be the last person on this program, please. 2 minutes.
Wow, thank you. Good morning from here, or good afternoon. I mean, can you hear me?
Yes, you will. I will have you, and I will have another person before I close because I have seen that some person have their video on as well. Thank you. Welcome to the program. Okay.
All right, my name is Okpe Ikechukwu, and I know you may not remember me again.
I remember you, of course.
You remember me? Okay. Okay, thank you. For long now, I have not been able to join your live broadcast, and I'm opportunity to join today. I've tried to call you so many times, but you don't pick call. I know you have a lot of calls, so you don't know what I did. Yeah. So please, I will beg you to give me more than these 2 minutes. So I beg you because I've been a long time. So, Simon, you said that for peace to reign, our leader must call back those that they expel for peace to reign. You
not
make
our,
that
not our leader, not our leader, because our leader didn't sack them.
Yeah, what I mean by our leader is DOS. What is that word, DOS?
Okay.
Yeah, you make that comment. So now I want to ask you a question. My question now to you is that, do you know why the DOS sacked the? Do you know the reason why the DOS sacked the Madam Oyibo and Nelly and others? Do you actually know the reason why?
Did they tell you the reason?
Of course, I know some of the reason.
Did they tell you?
They didn't tell me, but I know some of the reason.
How can you know the reason why they didn't tell you? You be spirit.
just like you now.
I never answered that. I know the reason now.
No, it's I'm a spirit. The way you know many things, that's what I mean. Because you know many things, even when I do not tell many things.
So the question is that whether I know the reason. I don't know the reason.
You don't know the reason?
Yes.
Okay. Because there is a comment one of the DOS made last 2 months ago or last month ago, if I'm not mistaken. And HOD also repeats that same comment. He said that our women in America refused to bring out money since 23 of August, Security Network money, then hold it down. This is what HOD said. You know, I don't know how true is that, but I strongly believe that any word that comes out from our DOS is true. That is how we believe, and that is how we are trained to believe. Are you getting my point? So now, I want to ask you a very another question again. My question I want to ask you, you also say that the DOS refused to take action in old problem, but they are now taking action that the old problem caused. Right? Am I correct?
Go ahead. You may not be complete. You may not be 100% correct, but go ahead. I agree.
Okay. So my question to you is that, let me use myself an example. Are you expecting me, for example, now? Let me use myself, for example. I'm not a principal officer. I will not tell you my post, but I'm not a principal officer. But are you expecting me, if I'm a principal officer, to disobey the order of DOS just because others disobey the order?
No, you are not. You see, if you address issues like that, you are not going to make any headway. You know, as a leader, you should be addressing issues from the fundamental. Now, let me address your first concern before coming to use your question. First of all, did you also ask them if according to them that Madam Oyibo stopped remitting the money from 23rd of August? Did you ask them why? What made Madam Oyibo to stop remitting the money?
I didn't ask them why, because I don't have the opportunity to ask them why. You know,
that is the problem. So when you don't have opportunity to know things, don't discuss it. Because when you discuss it, you will create more problem, not for just for yourself, but to the entire movement. Because you are only escalating the problem because you don't have the information to discuss it. You are not in position to discuss that problem. So before you come to a position where you will be discussing a problem like this, you need to have every information necessary. Now you don't have information to why Oyibo is not remitting the money. That is if she's not remitting money at all. Okay, you do not have the information to what led to that particular information that she stopped remitting the money. You didn't ask, and you say you don't know how to ask. So first of all, before you discuss this issue, you must ask them why. And if they refuse to answer that question, you can now use your tongue to count your teeth. Now, number two, you say that because other principal officers did not obey, so for that reason, am I saying that for that reason other people should disobey? No, that is not the case here. We are talking about command and control. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the command and control is this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order, directive, that some principal officers transfer money, which is the ESM money. And you know that ESM money now is one of the most important thing here, important money, important fund, important finance in the movement of Biafra in IPOB. Okay? So if any principal officer disobey that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order to transfer money, that is a very aggravated disobedience. Okay, because you are already attacking the security outfit. Okay, now that did not happen. So what I was trying to say is that for the way that particular issue and incident was handled, created room for what is going on today. And this is just one of it. There are a lot of things that you don't know because you don't have the access to ask questions and you are not close to what was going on. So you don't know. You are only talking based on the information you hear. And you say that whatever comes from them, you have to believe it. You don't have to believe everything that comes from them because sometimes lies come from them. And let me tell you one of the lies that come from them, particularly concerning me. A lie was told against me that I said I demanded that Radio Biafra should be handed over to me. I never said such thing. But it was aired on Radio Biafra that I demanded that the Radio Biafra should be handed over to me.
Yeah.
And I contacted the EKPA that you lied against me and you need to address it. He told me I'm already addressing it. I should continue. Okay, so that's a lie. Now a lot of people believe that lie, but I have a record of our conversation. How can I demand a Radio Biafra? So I'm just giving you an example. So it is not like you shouldn't be a person that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we must stand on the truth. So once you deviate to favor a particular people, you are opening door for devil to start working. That is my concern. So we should know, why did Madam Oyibo stop remitting money? If there is anything like that, and Madam Oyibo also may tell you that she's remitting money also, even after that 23rd. But the question is, if she stopped remitting money to through a particular channel, the question should be why? So did anybody care to ask why? If that actually something like, you see, the leadership is not about gara. In this kind of thing, especially in this critical time, when our leader is not here, we should try as much as possible to bring things together and not create problem. You run from that problem to another one, and then okay, now after the people refuse to transfer that fund, we still hear another directive that now they are raising funds into the account of those who say they will not, over their dead body, they will transfer that money that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked them to transfer. So what do you say about that? You see, as so when that kind of thing happen, of course, we are dealing with human beings. You don't expect other people to just sit down and allow it to go like that. So you are already creating that kind of impression within the movement that some people are being treated with some kind of preferences, which is not right. So automatically you are going to get a reaction from people that are concerned.
Let me come in there. Thank you. Let me come in there, Simon. You know one thing about a leader. To lead is not easy.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah. And it's our duty to make the work of a leader easy for him.
Exactly.
If people that a leader is leading want to frustrate the leader, no matter how good the leader is, we can frustrate the leader. Are you getting me?
Do you know what? Now, do you know one thing? Do you know one thing? That is why the leaders ought to have maintained, not even going forward and not going backward, but at least maintain it the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left it until he comes back. So anybody, listen, let me tell you, when this thing happened, because it is good for you to have information. If you don't have information, you are only, just making nonsense excuses, or your this thing will never make any sense. Now, when this thing happened, the leadership of this movement say they don't have right to expel anybody.
Yeah.
You understand me? They don't have right to punish anybody or expel anybody. Now, that same leadership, after saying they don't have right to do something, now all of a sudden, the other people may have misunderstood them. Okay, now they turn around again to have the right to sack people. You see, it doesn't work well. Now, after that, listen to me. After that, a lot of things begin to go wrong. Okay?
Yes.
You did not sack the people who their action started this whole thing in the first place. You don't necessarily need to sack anybody. You understand? I'm not saying that everybody should be sacked, but in this particular critical time, was sacking the people the best way or resolving the problem?
Of course, to solve the problem is the best way, which I actually understand. But one thing I want to let you know is that before are you getting me? Onya ka eyiri to ụmụ in America. That word the HOD used by saying that they don't have power to sack the principal officer, because those that they are accusing, they are among the DOS. He said they don't have power to sack them. That does not mean.
You know that those they are accusing among the DOS.
Of course, the one they are accusing, the woman, I mean, our financial secretary is among the DOS, if I'm not mistaken. Now,
Okay, so you know that.
Yes. So for him to use that word that he don't have power to sack him, that does not mean he don't actually have power. That word, he don't have power to sack the Nenayanya. That trigger the misbehave of the women in America. They now say, okay, you don't have power. Excuse me. They now say, from my own understanding, because I monitor what is happening, analyze what is happening. That is the beginning of misbehaving of Umwa in America. That conversation.
How do they misbehave?
They are misbehaving because they are forcing the leadership to take action. They don't have right to force the leadership to take action. You can only advise. You can only advise.
No, when you say misbehave, can you mention what exactly you mean by misbehave?
Yes, they are misbehaving is that they start accusing the leadership that they are not doing the needful, that they are sabotaging the struggle, that they are not taking action.
So when somebody accuses you that you are not taking action, the person is misbehaving. Is that what you understand?
That is part of misbehaving. It's part of misbehaving.
No. You are misusing the English. Somebody say that, so you don't need to use that kind of word except you have something else you want to say that make you to call them that they are misbehaving.
That is where I'm going. That is where I'm going.
No, so say
that's exactly where I'm going.
What did they do? That you said
what they do is that they seize money on their own side. They seize money and command the leader to go and collect the other money that they refuse to take action on.
Is that what they told you? Who told you that?
This is what happened.
Is that what they told? Who told you that?
I don't have any who told me that, but that is exactly what happened.
That is the point, and I want to know because you want to discuss this issue. Who told you that? Who told you that?
I don't have to mention who told me that.
So how? Okay.
Because are you getting my point?
And I want to give you the opportunity to everybody else. First of all, I asked you, do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why Madam Oyibo stopped transferring money? You said you don't know. Okay, right?
And I know that's what I told you now. They say because they did not take action for those who refuse to transfer the money to America. So for that, them also will owe their own money.
Who is there?
That is exactly what happened.
Who said that?
I don't have to tell you who said that, but that's exactly what happened.
Okay, then you are not being sincere.
You say you stand in the truth. Simon, you say you stand in the truth.
Listen to me. I am telling you something here. I am mentioning names. Okay? I am mentioning names because I know I am saying the truth and I'm telling you what I know. Okay? Now, I told you that Chike Dosiem said he don't have the right to sack anybody. And then you think that if you turn around to sack people, you think that is right. You tell me that, okay, because of that, other people started misbehaving. I want to know, what do you mean by misbehaving? You cannot explain that to me. You say because
misbehaving that I mean is by holding the money and disobeying the leadership too. That is misbehaving. I mean by that.
Holding the money and disobeying the leadership.
Yes, because the leaders have demanded the money to Eastern Security Network and they refuse. They say they don't have money on their account. That let them go and collect the other money.
Yes,
that is what I mean by misbehaving.
Okay, now who are you going to blame? Is it the one who come back later on to say he is not going to give the money, or the one who started it?
I blame. If you ask me, for sincerely speaking, I blame the ones who refuse to obey the order. I'm not going to blame the first one. Do you know why I'm not going to blame the first one? Ndị banye kwuru okwu si imaji iweble, imaji iwe wogbeble, imaji iwe mpi wogbeble. Are you getting me?
Over a movement like this.
Example I give to you. Are you getting me? It's an example I give to you. Listen
to me. What you are doing now is the reason why some of our people can never progress. If we do in Ekuchiaka, You see, some of you here is the reason why some of you can never progress. Let me tell you, you cannot see the truth, and then you want to bring lies and irony. But can you just listen to yourself? You tell me that the person you are going to blame is not the person that started it. That is what you said now.
Yes.
That you are not going to blame the person that started it. That you are going to blame the other person who is reacting to the action given to him or her. That is a wrong way to live your life, because it shows that you are not truthful to yourself. How can you not blame the person that started problem? You want to blame another person. My brother, I hope you
excuse me, Simon. Simon, no verse. Because the leadership are taking the necessary action that they are taking. You are not the one who will tell you. Wait. Simon, calm down.
No, listen.
Calm down.
Why don't that same leadership treat the people that disobeyed the second one the way they treat the people that disobeyed the first one? Because the first one created the room for other one to follow. So why?
See, what we are doing is the things of spirit, and we stand on the truth. We are white and whiter than stone. Let me learn.
The spirit is already there.
Let me learn. What we are doing is the truth. We stand on the truth. Any hardcore IPOB member.
You are not.
Wait now.
You people are misusing this thing spirit. It is dealing with
someone.
You don't know it. You don't know it. How can you come here and tell me that you are doing something in the spirit, and you are now exonerating the person that disobeyed the order in the first place, and fight the person that disobeyed the order in the second place?
Do you hear when HOD say all the money should transfer to America?
Yes.
Are you the one who tell him to do that? Am I the one who tell him to do that?
It is order. Yes.
Thank you. It is order, right? Now,
yes.
He gives the order. All the money should go to America. Still yet, the people in America are not satisfied. Are you getting me? The women in America are not satisfied. And now, the HOD is taking order from the leadership of IPOB and is giving the order clearly. He makes us to believe through there's the money that some people are holding in Europe. He also makes us to believe that they once at a time they go to withdraw money and they say you cannot withdraw so amount. That is rubbish. All the money should transfer to America.
My brother, I want to tell you one thing. Listen, you have just exposed yourself today as somebody who don't stand on the truth, and it is very, very sad that a young man like you will come openly in public, and because of one thing or the other that nobody know, a young man like you like this, who is looking very bright and a promising future, will come to a public program like this to display the high level of impunity, ignorance, and lies. It is quite disheartening. And I believe that your people are watching. Now, let me set the record straight before you leave. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order for Nene Anya to transfer money in her position to the ESN account. She refused. And you said now she's a member of DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave order for the money in Liazen account to be transferred to ESN account. They refused. They say over their dead body, they will transfer the money. And I hope you don't need to be recording this because it is online. Now, and then out of that, nothing happened to those people. Mazi Nnamdi said that he have delivered the message, and there is nothing he can do about this whole thing, that he has just delivered the message. Now,
yes.
I want to play, before I leave you, I want to play Mazi Nnamdi confirmation that he asked the Liazen people to transfer the money. They refused, and he has delivered the message, and nobody sacked them. Okay, nobody sacked them. Nobody did anything to them till today. Now,
and for that, you are also supporting those people for responding. You are supporting them. That is what you are trying to let me know. That we are also supporting the women in America for them disobeying the leadership.
listen to me. I am not supporting any women in America to disobey any leader. What I'm saying is that the leadership have disappointed the people for not taking appropriate action against those who disobey the order in the first place. Now, that is my position. So my position is that if you want to punish those who have disobeyed order, punish everybody who disobeyed the order. Don't punish this one and leave this one. And you, as a young man, you come to my program to say, okay, you are not going to blame those who disobeyed the order in the first place, who have led a very dangerous precedence to the struggle. That you are going to be blaming those who they claim to you that they have disobeyed the order in later days. In later days, after a lot of order has been disobeyed with impunity. Now, I want to play this voice.
I spoke to Lady Chinyere when I got a message from Onyendu, and I delivered Onyendu's message. I know what she told me, and she told me, she will not send the money to the new ESN account. I said, okay, if that is your decision, I have delivered my message. Our people say, when you send a child to go and deliver a message to the king, you will go. If you tell him or her to bring the king on your honor, he said, to read the truth. So I delivered the message. And then when I got the response, I went ahead and forwarded to inform Lady Chinyere that Onyendu's instruction is that if she does not want to transfer the money in that liaison account to the ESN account in USA, that the fund in the liaison should be frozen. Frozen in.
One moment.
What I raised about the liaison, I spoke to Lady Chinyere when I got a message from Onyendu, and I delivered Onyendu's message. I know what she told me, and she told me, she will not send the money to the new ESN account. I said, okay, if that is your decision, I have delivered my message. Our people say, when you send a child to go and deliver a message to the king, you will go. If you tell him or her to bring the king on your honor, he said, to read the truth. So I delivered the message. And then when I got the response, I went ahead and forwarded to inform Lady Chinyere that Onyendu's instruction is that if she does not want to transfer the money in that liaison account to the ESN account in USA, that the fund in the liaison should be frozen. Frozen in the sense that no money will be removed out of that again. And my last broadcast, or second to the last broadcast, I made this information as well because as much as is possible, I try to be transparent when it does not endanger anybody or it does not endanger either. I try to try. So I delivered that message. So now the question you asked me if the ESN fund, when we have said every ESN fund goes to the new account that when you struggle to open, that is the instruction and that is how it should stand. There's no difference. There's no exception. The ESN fund was authorized by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mrs. Oyibo was given the authorization to open that account. I know what Onyendu said when people complained about the name. He said, even if the name belongs to an animal, that is the account that he has authorized the funds for ESN to go in there. And I believe that I am doing this because nobody can draw Mazi into the squabbles that is going on. I am there to carry out those things that will make this family to move ahead. And
Now, my brother, you have just listened to that. That was the voice of Chika Edoziem telling you that he have what they have asked him to do, and he have done it. And those people say over their dead body will get transfer the money against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's directive. That is number one. Now, I want you to listen to number two voice. One moment.
Ms. Oyibo has been, do you understand me, making sure that what the ESN they need, that they are getting it. Apart from lately, let me agree that she says she's a little bit busy. So let me give that benefit of doubt. Because before, it doesn't take long for her to solve those problems. Let me just leave it like that. But she has been, living up to expectation for what we are doing. Only just this past week that we're not reaching her. That's all. Okay. She has been doing her best. She has been doing her best so far. Unless this past week. Yeah. I think it's because of the politics in America. Yeah, but so far, politics. We are not. Yeah, we are not interested. Yes, we are not. Yeah. Mazi, are you done?
Now, that was the voice of Tina Sanworu confirming that Madam Oyibo have been bringing money anytime, any day, anywhere they want, unless recently. Now, the question I want to ask you, you said you don't have access to, is that have you asked them why did Madam Oyibo did not transfer money to them? That is, if she did not transfer money actually, and you say you did not ask that question. That question may not even have connection with the fact that other people did not transfer money to ESN. So until you ask them why Madam Oyibo did not transfer money to them, and they give you answer, then you can have a complete information. Not even complete, but at least you may have some kind of balanced information to come here in this kind of program to start making making statements. Until then, so you are working now with a very false information. Even when you know something that is right, you still say it is wrong. Even when you know something is white, you still call it black. In this particular platform, you can never be truthful and sincere to address a delicate issues like this. So I have played now two different voices, one from Chika Edoziem, one from China Sanworu, confirming that Madam Oyibo have been making fund available, which means she has never been any setback in the struggle and especially issue of ESN until recently. And that one I'm telling you, until recently, you do not know the reason until you ask them the reason, because you have not asked them the reason. So what you have now is a speculation. A speculation, what you think, what you are making up yourself, which is not right. You can't just jump into issues like this that is bigger than you when you don't have authentic information. You are thinking that making up something for yourself.
And as close as you are with Madam Oyibo, you don't know if really the allegation is true or false, that there is not releasing money.
Which allegation?
Allegation that they are not releasing money since 23rd of August.
Oyibo is sending money to ESN.
The reason why I'm saying this, Simon Ekpa.
No, listen, you just asked me a question. Oyibo is sending money to ESN.
Really?
Yes. Yes, that is. This is the point. You see, I am not. It is not my business. This is what is going on. But from the information I have, Oyibo is sending money to ESN. So if
are you 100% sure?
What do you mean 100%? I am telling you, Oyibo.
You only trust yourself. You cannot trust other people.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Oyibo have made it clear that money is going to ESN. Remember that after all these things, fund has been raised for ESN. Okay.
Yes.
Fund has been raised. You know that fund has been raised for ESN, I think, twice.
Of course, I know.
Those money, Oyibo maintain that it goes to ESN. So if there is any problem, that is where the leadership should come in. You see, they are not supposed to be sending you people that don't have any knowledge about what you're doing, because what you are demonstrating here now, you are being biased. You don't know. You don't even have the information.
Simon, so I'm not. Don't use that word.
No. Do you know why I'm going to use the word? You know why I'm going to use the word? Why I'm going to use the word is for you to come here to say you are not going to complain about those who disobey the order in the first place. That is a very big bias, and you are not to say that thing. You are not in position. You don't even have any moral distinct to even discuss this issue, because you can never be truthful. A young man like you come here to
Try to understand me, Simon. I never want to tell you that I support why I support them by disobeying the order. I did not support them. But the point I'm trying to make is that I am not the one who will instruct the leadership how to take action. That is what I'm trying to let you know. Because the leadership have way of solving their own problem. Me or you are not going to be one that will force the leadership. This is how you do it. This is how you must do it.
But
that is wrong.
Listen, we are telling them now they have done mistake and they have to correct that mistake themselves.
The mistake and by the grace of God, they shall correct it by the grace of God.
Now you are talking. But let me tell you, retract from this kind of life. That when you see something that is very open like this, you are trying to do like this, it is not a good life. So retract from it. It doesn't matter who you are going to step on his or her toe. Always stand by the truth. The truth is that somebody have disobeyed the order in the first place. What other person does is not your business. Okay? If other people disobey the order, treat them the way you treat the first one. Treat the second one the way you treat the first one. Treat the first one the way you treat the second one. And let me tell you also, my worry in this whole thing is that the people that are being sacked and expelled from the struggle are those that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly appointed by himself.
Yes.
And there is always this impression, which is very, very wrong, that those people are those who just joined the IPOB yesterday. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, let me also make it very clear to you that you don't know. I am telling you today that from the information available to me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not give directive to expel Nelly Ofebu, but they expelled her.
I see.
You see, right? Always stand by the truth, my brother. Forget all these things. Always stand by the truth. That is why I am still working and will continue to work with Nelly Ofebu until Onyendu comes out. Because from the information available to me, Onyendu did not say sack Nelly Ofebu from IPOB.
I see. Now, thank you for your explanation.
So all these things, listen, all this problem should ought to have been avoided, but they are creating it. Okay, they are creating it. Okay, now, do you know how to solve this kind of things? Okay, let us see. Okay, now they come back to go and raise fund to the same account of the people that say over their dead body will get transferred the money to ESN. Do you think that is right? That is not right. So if they can make peace, make peace with the account of the Lazan to now come back to raise money into the account, why can't they make peace with other people?
Yeah.
Do you see the point? So you see, that is why I don't want to shut you off. That is why I don't want to cut you, because it is until you have a very good information, you'll be able to judge correctly. You see, all these things that they are telling people to attack this one, attack that, all those people are working with the wrong information. When you have right information, even no matter how corrupt your mind is, it will be judging you. You understand?
Yes.
It will be
judging you, Simon.
Even if you try as much as possible to fight, your mind, your conscience will not allow you. And that I can see it in you now.
Thank you, Simon. Simon, I am a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I start this struggle not because of anybody. I start this struggle because of myself. I want Biafra, just the way you always said it. Nobody will tell me who to attack and who not to attack. You know the page I'm handling. At least you may know one. Are you getting me? I handle no less than 5 pages. I never use that page to attack either this woman or the other man. I never do it. Are you getting me? I don't do it. I will not attack somebody because this leader he hates this person. I will start following the leader, attacking that person. I don't do that nonsense. My page is to fight for the struggle of Biafra. My page is to post for any important thing that will favor Biafran struggle, not to fight. I'm a broadcaster. I never want to come out to be broadcast that why I do this, Simon Ekpa do that. That means I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing.
Always.
Are you getting my point? That means I don't know what I'm doing. I believe in peace. I preach peace. Everything I post about this struggle is peace. Peace. Let us make peace. Are you getting me? And you are the target if you don't know. You are a target. Are you getting my point? You are a target. And one advice I want to give is that don't trust anybody 100%. Even yourself, you don't trust yourself, because you may do something to be blaming yourself. Why will I do this? How did I do this? That means even myself, I don't trust myself. How will I trust somebody that is far away from me? It's impossible. In this struggle, I learned a lot in this struggle. If Uchemofo can fall in the wrong side, nobody that will not fall in the wrong side. No, not even you. Because Uchemofo has sacrificed more than you. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu never talk bad of Uchemofo, I used to tell my comrades, say, me, I will never talk bad of Uchemofo one day. It's a temptation, but he did not handle it. Because he has fought very, very hard. When this struggle is falling, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sleeping in the motor, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not have house, even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give up in this struggle, it's Uchemofo that raised the spirit up, that say, no, you are assigned to do this, we must continue. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never talk about Uchemofo. But today, Uchemofo fall apart. That makes me not to trust anybody, not even you. I monitor you, I monitor your movement. Everything you say, I monitor it.
Don't trust me, but make sure. Don't trust me, but make sure that you stand by the truth.
Of course, I stand by the truth.
Always stand by the truth, because it is not. Honestly, it is very discouraging that a young man like you, But I'm happy now that at least you can understand some things now. You understand? Let us always have information available to us, and let us have the right information so that we cannot do mistake. Because all these things that is going on, it is very, very annoying sometimes, because when you look at them, you find out that these people don't know what is going on in this struggle. Only if they know. Only if they know. By now, we would have gone far. By now, we would have shaken Nigeria to the ground. But because a lot of people don't have information on what is going on, and sometimes I'm surprised. And so, my brother, go and spread the message. Go and spread the message. Go and let people know that they have been deceived. I'm not saying you should attack anybody who deceive you, but no, just make sure that every day, every time, stand on the truth. When you don't have the information, you keep quiet and watch until you get the right information, so that you don't come up and apologizing every day. If there are people who are in the struggle that every day they are attacking somebody, the next day they apologize. The next day they are attacking, the other day they apologize. But let me tell you, you are laughing. Do you know the damage? You know the damage that thing is causing in the struggle. You don't know the damage. Because once you start attacking somebody, and some people know that maybe this person didn't do anything wrong, you are creating a very bad atmosphere in that particular struggle. Once you succeeded in creating that atmosphere, a lot of people are going to pick it up when you stop. Okay? So now you turn around and apologize to that person. Not everybody that watched you, all this while, when you were doing that thing and positioning their mind, are going to watch when you apologize to the person. You understand? So by then, the thing you did may have multiplied to many. So the confusion will always be there. You see? So, but the more we sit back when this is happening to get fact, the more we minimize confusion in this struggle. That is the only thing I beg. I am not perfect, okay, but I don't want to be a person that will be in this struggle and work against anybody or work against the struggle. I always want to work with fact. The fact may be wrong, oh. When I say fact may be wrong, it does not mean that fact is actually wrong. But it may not be the targeted area where that thing is going to. You understand what I mean? But that does not mean that what I'm saying is not fact. So let us work with fact. Once you begin to support injustice, which is what we are running away from Nigeria, you are creating another bad Nigeria. And we don't want to do that. So no matter who is going to be angry, let us try. Even if it is 100 people, we don't need crowd to get Biafra. We need a solid people, a solid foundation, even if it is 100 people, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for 100 people. You know what that means? We are millions. We are millions, but he's still 100. So that 100 he's talking about is not 100 people that is going to carry AK-47. Okay? But it is 100 people that will stand on the truth, no matter what. Because
Yeah.
any foundation that is built on lies can never last. Just like this thing I'm telling you now. You see this whole thing, it will not last. At the end of the day, truth will come out. Okay?
Of course.
Of course. As the truth will come out, it will continue to come out. No matter how long it takes, one day, every truth will come out.
Yes.
So it is not going to last. All this thing you see now is just gara gara. Gara 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 gara. If it is a lie, it is a lie. One day the truth will come out. Like today now, you have received something. I believe that your mind is working. I believe that your brain is working. You are thinking. That is what makes you a human being. You are thinking, because I see the way you are talking now. You are thinking. So let us try as much as possible. If it is you that come back today to your senses, you know what it's going to do? You are going to touch other thousands of people. Believe me, you are going to touch thousands of people. And I am not here brainwashing you with propaganda and lie. No, I don't do it. Because it's not going to add anything to me. Believe me. Yes. The only thing it's going to add to me is that the people that come out for Biafra are now realizing that, yes, we have been going the wrong way. And if we continue like this, we will only bring harm to this Biafra struggle.
Yes.
You know, if you go, I'm aware. Do you want to say any other thing before you go?
Yes, I want to say something, Simon. What I want to say, just from like what I said earlier, don't trust anybody.
I know, and I know where, and I know where you are saying it.
You know why I'm saying it, right?
Yes,
because onye ziri ozi ga-arụ ana, onye ahụ rụọ ana, ọgụ nwa ziri ozi rụrụ ana.
Exactly.
Okay, ma. Before isi na ọ na-esi okwa m ya nke a, mgbe ahụ ọ dịgo late. Ọ anya ha ka a ga-eji na-enekwe gị.
Yes.
Now, secondly, I want to give you one secret that will help you.
All right, go ahead.
You know I love you so much. The reason why I love you is that you bring all your energy fighting for this struggle. There is one thing traditional Moked, one advice he give you. He said that in this struggle, we used to do character assassination. See me? And he advised you to go back to your normal way that we know you with.
Yes.
He said you should go back and start doing exactly how you are doing it before.
Yes. We will.
That
we
is
will. Yes. No, Ebuari honored. If we go, Ebuari honored. Because everybody in the right path, at least majority on the right path. The truth of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Believe me, we are going to move mountain. So if we are if I maintain that in here, traditional work there a lot of things will be left unsolved. The problem will be escalating. So it's not like I left that I'm still there. It has not left me. But to save the situation, and at the same time, we focus on what I'm doing. You watch, all these things. I'm still doing my exposition, even though every now and then I come to address these issues that we're having. But then it did not distract me from focusing and still continue that exposition. So I do it. But now the only thing is that I'm not devoting my whole time in doing it because of this whole thing. You forget.
Exactly.
So but I take your advice because I know why you advised me. I know.
Thank you. Now, remember that our leader sent a warning message from our barrister. That warning message is directly to you, which I know you know, because he mentioned those who are.
No, you cannot say it is directly to me. That is where you are making mistake.
The reason why I say it's directly to you is that he mentioned those who say they are my disciple. Since I joined this struggle, nobody have ever heard say he's a disciple of Nnamdi. It's only you, and that is why some people are running mad about it.
Yes,
that you say you are a disciple of Nnamdi.
I know,
that is why I think that the message is directly to you.
You may be right, but let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if he said that, which I believe he said, he's not just referring to me. That message should be a general message to everybody, including myself. Okay.
Yes.
And then also, I'm not the only. I'm not just creating for because when you look at the message, you say those creating account, right?
No,
I
he
am
said
not.
those are countering attack and giving an order. Those who are countering an order and giving an order.
Yes.
That's how he put it. Maybe you did not read it very well. That's how he
Well,
put it. So
let me
what
tell
I'm trying to let you know,
I
listen.
know where. Yes.
What I'm trying to let you know is that our leader is going to come out.
Yes.
That is true. He's going to come out. Nothing will do him there. They will only suffer the flesh, but the spirit is strong. He will come out by the grace of God. And when our leader come out, he will never have time to be going and be looking all the brokers everybody have made. The only way he will start to pick up some brokers is after that warning message, which you refer that is not from only you, it's all for us, not only for you. You are right, it's not only for you, including me, including each any of us. He will start to analyze every brokers each one of us made since that warning message come out. I know our leader, that is how it works. Are you getting me?
Yes, I
That's
know. But let me
exactly
also tell you,
how it works.
yes, I agree with you. But let me also tell you one thing. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be also very proud about everyone who have taken it upon themselves to even disobey to make things happen in this struggle for his sake and the sake of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be proud of people who, after reading the message at the outcry of him coming from the DSS dungeon, took it upon themselves to do things that are unusual. These are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be proud of. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be proud of those who, after reading the press release of his outcry from the DSS dungeon, are waiting for people to do something before they follow. That is not the kind of people he will be proud of. He's going to be proud of those who came out immediately to react and start doing something. That is who I know. I may be wrong, but that is the point.
Not 100% correct.
But above all, everything we do now, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and he say we are wrong, we apologize. But for the fact that we are in this struggle and we know what is right and what is wrong, always stand by the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell me to stand by the truth. He said it.
Yes.
So if he comes,
yes.
So
and my prayer is for you or any of us not to do anything that you will even beg that I'm sorry. I don't even want you to do anything that will result that I am sorry, because he may not even listen to that. Yeah, I'm sorry, or he may not even give you time to even beg I'm sorry.
Exactly. But let me also tell you that in this life, you see, like I've always said, lies will not last. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may not may not have the time to listen to everything. But let me tell you, there are people that he's going to take his time to listen to their broadcast. You can't deny that. Okay? So there are people that is going to take his time, no matter what, to listen to some of their broadcast, even if the time is not there. So it doesn't matter how long it is going to take, but the point is that the truth will surely come out one day. Once you continue to maintain in that lane, continue to stand on that truth, don't deviate. Even if they come today, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out today and call your name and say you are the bad person, and you know you are not the bad person, but because of information given to you, don't go and prove that you are that bad person. That is what other people are doing that are wrong. Make sure you continue to do what you are doing, that you know you stand on the truth. He will be the one to still say, but this guy didn't change you. But he's still doing what he's doing when I left here now. Which one do you say he's a bad person? You understand? It doesn't matter how long it takes. You understand? He will still going to say, but this guy never changed now. But you people say he's a bad person. You understand?
Yes.
Then the spirit that is leading him, we still tell him to call you back. That is how it is done. Not when they come to say you are the bad person, you are this, and then he come out and say you are a bad person. Then you follow the bad way. You start misbehaving. So even if they say you are a bad person, You know you are not fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are fighting for your own freedom. Don't change. Maintain what you are doing. That is right. He will be the one, the same way they notice you when you started. Continue that way. They are still going to notice you again. You understand? But if you begin to come out and say, I know when he went to hotel, I know that one he was going to Ukraine and he traveled to Nigeria, he was the one who, then you already proven that you are not genuine in the struggle.
Yes.
Okay? But if you are genuine, nothing in this life will make you to go outside the box. Nothing. Even if they chase you out of this struggle, continue your own, maintain it the way, because after all, nobody invited you in the first place when you started. Nobody invited you. You volunteered yourself.
I don't even know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when I start talking about Biafran struggle. I must tell you the truth.
Nobody. I have spent a lot of time with you, Okwe. Thank you very much. And I
Thank
hope
you
that
so
the
much.
Spirit of God remains in you and you are going to do great things in this struggle. Because you know,
you too, my
spirit, let me tell you, my spirit connect with people differently. Okay?
Yes.
You know, once my spirit connect with people differently, let me tell you, I will give you one last word. Okay?
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter who you know before, no matter what anybody have told you before, always stand on the truth and your conscience. Okay? Anything your conscience tell you that is right, whether it is wrong, do it. Do not allow people to push you to do things against your conscience, just to
At
please
all.
them.
At all.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much. Thank you
God
very
be
much.
with you. Shalom,
Thank you.
shalom.
Udo.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I was thinking that we are done, and we are going to stop here because we have broadcast again in the evening. Thank you. Appreciate Choma Point. All right. This thing has been on the screen. All right. Thank you very much. This is how we should be doing it. Every now and then, people will repent and come back to track. It is very, very important. We will continue to stand on the truth. Do not knowingly lie. Do not knowingly talk against people when you don't have enough evidence or information about them. Don't lie about somebody or something you are not sure of. Always stand on the truth. Once you see something that is truth, stand on it. If you are not sure, you have to distance yourself that you are not sure. Thank you very much. On this note, we are going to start. We will continue in the evening. For those of you who did not speak now, I am very, very sorry. I will bring you all in the evening. I know, Lord Michael, I can see that you have been waiting, but unfortunately, my time is up already. This is almost 4 hours, on this program. So we will see you in the evening again. Thank you very much for being part of the program. I love you all. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless the Oduduwa Republic. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless IPOB worldwide. May God bless ESN. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Sunday Igboho and all our agitators that are languishing in DSS dungeon and are incarcerated. Those who have been in incarceration, we are sending prayers to you all. We love you all, and we shall see each other at the end of the day in this struggle, and when Biafra will be restored. Thank you very much. See you in the evening. Don't miss it. Remember to share this video and let other people who are yet to be delivered on what is going on to be delivered. Don't allow people to use you when you don't know, when you don't have enough information, and when you do not know what is going on. Thank you very much. See you in the evening.